Do you talk first or do I talk first? I never remember. Should I be doing the introduction? At this point, I'm going to take it. Hey guys, welcome to week 5 of our D&D games, where I'll be taking over as DM again. Sorry for the delay in broadcasting. We had some technical issues and some things not lining up on our end. We apologize. We don't have to apologize, so really we're being the bigger person here, and you should appreciate that. Anyways, to recap from last week, the 3 weeks ago, our guys faced some assassins and totally saved the day, and really triumphed the adversity that I was laying down on them, which, good for them. The ship was on fire, and then it wasn't on fire. The goblin captain was stabbed, and then he was unstabbed. And they killed a bunch of assassins that were bleeding black sand and being all kind of crazy. What's that about? Find out this week. They triumphed and then flew back to Tokek Altair, where they proceeded to get very drunk and pass out with their new human friend, Paula. And we can pretty much... is there anything else you guys wanted to touch on?
I was just curious, is this like DBZ where we're going to find out like 3 weeks from now? It's going to build and build and build and build?
It's going to be slow burn, actually. It's going to be more like the Frieza fight, where I'm just going to make you guys fight consistently for the next 4 episodes with very little payoff.
Okay. But like inevitably when we watch it back like a year from now, we will have been able to tell like immediately into the beginning of this. Like, oh shit, that was the hint. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, you totally missed it.
Welcome
back to week 5 where you totally missed it.
That's his episode title for tonight. But we haven't had episode titles for Red Knight like at all, so
you don't need them.
Don't need them.
This is a standalone series. Titles. It's week 5. Welcome to week 5. We're gonna pick up with you guys being Jay, you slept not, because you don't sleep.
Correct.
You've been awake all night. These guys have been sleeping like stones because they were very drunk. All of them were very drunk. And you noticed about an hour ago, Paula got up to go get a glass of water downstairs, and she never came back up. And it's about 8 hours since those guys went down, so you're getting kind of curious. And we'll pick up with you, sitting at the table with your dragon.
All right. So the other guys, they're all like asleep.
Yeah.
And Paula went down, so she went down alone, I assume.
Yes.
Interesting. Dun dun dun. Is this the Frieza moment? Is this it right now? I'm sorry. I will stop.
In the corner of the room, you see a tall purple alien.
No way!
Sorry, I'll stop.
Is that fucking Frieza?
Quick,
Anyway.
what's his power level?
I was about to say that, and I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. What? Over 9,000? Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll get up and walk over to the door that Jor is behind.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like bang on the door a couple times and then be like, I am going to find out where Paula went to. I will be back in a bit.
Jor, does that roust you?
No.
Didn't think so.
I'm satisfied.
What about the amphibians with their keen senses? You guys
I was pretty hammered.
Yeah, you're pretty hammered.
I'm out cold.
Okay.
Same.
All right. You're on your own.
Yeah, I'm just gonna exit the door and go downstairs and see if she's in the common room.
Okay. You make it to the end, to the top of the stairs, and as you descend the stairs, you see that the downstairs room is full. The entire room, edge to edge, is full of figures in dark clothes with white armor underneath. And as you mount the top of the stairs, every single one of them turns to look at you. A room of miscellaneous faces in similar garb. Taking a moment, you see in the center of the room, August sitting across the table from Paula. She's got her head down reading a book.
Okay, so as I'm kind of climbing down the steps, I'll be like, has anybody seen... Oh, never mind, I see her. And then I'll walk down and kind of stand next to her.
As you pass all the cops, you see that they're all sizing you up and like looking you up and down, and you feel like at least one of them is kind of in the back of your head a little bit, like you're being scrutinized to an nth degree. And you approach the table with Paula and August, and you hear August talking to her about something about a historian and a scholar, and he's pointing to things in the book. And she seems very engrossed in the book and not concerned at all that she's completely surrounded by magical creatures and probably the most powerful beings in the land.
Okay, so first things first, any of the guys sizing me up, are they like really close, or are they just kind of like haphazardly hanging around?
They've got the bravado that as you moved through them, they only kind of moved away to make a path for you, but none of them really went out of their way, so you kind of had to squeeze your way through them a little bit. At least one of them is kind of uncomfortably close behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around and face him, and then get like this far away from his face.
Okay, you're looking up at him.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll gently put my hands on his waist,
Okay.
and I'll be like, do not normally swing this way, but if you want, I have a room upstairs. We could dip out for a little while.
From behind you, August says, "Pull up a chair, please."
I'll grab a nearby chair, pull it up.
Yeah. The Goliath you were looking up at just kind of breathes at you.
I'll breathe back.
Okay.
I feel
August.
like we have a good relationship building. It's a good foundation.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. For now. Intelligence about yesterday's events have reached our organization. Clearly. And we need to have a very serious conversation. Do you want to bring the others for this, or are you the de facto leader?
I am the leader, but I will perhaps go get my minions. Stay put for a moment, and I'll go upstairs.
Okay, August gets up and he's putting more chairs by the table.
Okay. So I'll go back up to the room, and then go inside the room, close the door, and then kind of like sit down and start eating breakfast.
Okay. The room's starting to get a little warm.
All right. I'll wait about half an hour.
You're not going to make it that long.
Okay, that's fine.
If you smell a slate burning,
Okay,
do you
I'm gonna run
wanna
over to the...
investigate that?
No, no way. I'm gonna run over to the nearest door and just kick it in.
Okay, roll a d4 to see which is the closest door.
Sure. 2.
Cool. Yeah, you run over to the door and kick it in. It's an empty bed. It's where Paula slept.
Tabernacle. Okay, I'll go to the left one from here.
Okay. Do that.
And kick that one in.
Okay. I'll just let you do that because it's funny. Inside of it is a giant reptilian sprawled out over a bed.
Do I recognize which one?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the common room that we have that links all of our bedrooms and grab the pitcher of beer or wine or fruit
The
punch.
room is smoking.
That's fine.
Okay.
And like anything that I can find liquid-wise that's got quite a substantial amount in it.
Mhm.
And then I'll go back to the room with the lizard and just pour it on his face.
Cool. Vith, you're about to get wet.
I'm about to, or I did get wet.
You're about to. You heard someone kick the door in, but, I mean, historically speaking, last time there was an earthquake, it didn't even roust you, so, I'm going to give you the opportunity to either react to this situation or just let it play out.
I'm just gonna open my eyes.
You open your eyes and see a tall, male man in a suit of armor holding a pitcher in his hands, approaching the bedside.
As I start pouring it, I'm gonna say, okay, Aku, wake up, and then just pour it on his face.
It's not a coup.
I'll grab him by the wrist and pull him out into the main room.
I'm gonna get up and look around.
Okay, I was gonna say it's gonna take a strength check to try and pull him, but if he's just kind of coming with you, that's fine. You said you're approaching the main room?
Yep.
Okay, at this point, I need you to give me a dex check.
All right. Dex.
Oh, okay. You stop right at the threshold of the door entrance to the common room and notice the floor now has some kind of weird sigil burned into the floor.
That's creepy.
Mm-hmm. Vith,
Okay,
you don't see it. You're gonna just plow into the back of him?
Yeah.
Hold up, Aku. Maybe you go wake up your brother. I will go around to the other door and wake up
the
Jor.
symbol on the floor is in between all four of the doors, taking up the majority of the space in the common space.
Yeah, I figured.
So, how are you going to?
Well, first off, I want to see what he does, but I do have
Okay.
a plan.
Okay.
Okay. Do I remember where my brother slept, or was I too
He's
intoxicated?
across the room from you.
Okay.
I think.
Did you run off after you said that?
No, I kind of stepped aside from the door to allow you to pass.
Alright, I'm just gonna glare at you as I walk by.
He's gonna walk
And-
straight into the room.
I'm gonna go find my brother. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Vith falls through the floor and disappears. As his body comes in contact with the ground, it kind of just melts straight into it. The floor itself does not move, but he just kind of goes, and he's gone.
Okay.
What do I see?
We'll pick up with you in just a second.
Okay. I got a thing for this. Hold on. It's Radiant Soul, wings, and whatnot. I'm gonna fly across the room and then like Bruce Lee kick in one of the doors.
You do that. It's Vith's room. Or, sorry,
Cool.
Aku's room.
Cool.
It's all right. Not being
Cool.
racist.
So,
Before we get to that,
'Kay.
Vith, you fell into nothing, experienced a moment of darkness, and then came through what was the roof of the common room and fell into a chair in front of Paula and August Maros, surrounded by police officers.
Hey guys.
They're mostly ignoring you, but August nods at you and Paula smiles and then looks back down at the book she's reading.
Do I see any drinks around?
Yeah,
Thirsty.
there's
I
food
got this
and
headache.
drink at the table. It's some kind of fruit juice.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna kind of lean forward and try to just grab a little thing of juice.
Yeah, he's not going to stop you.
are you
Sweet.
doing it with your long ass tongue?
No, I'm gonna grab it with my claws first.
Damn, because that would have been so
okay,
fun.
we'll go back to you, Terrell.
Okay, so I've just flown across the room and kicked in the door to Aku's room.
Yep, ninja style.
Okay.
Sorry, Bruce Lee style.
Right. So I'm gonna kind of like lean over his bed so that my head's like 6 inches away from his face, and then I'm just gonna.
Aku, hold on.
Okay.
Someone just kicked in your door. Will that roust you? I will give you an opportunity to react to that situation.
I'm gonna jump up out of bed.
Okay, as you're jumping up out of bed, someone is entering your room. It's a
I'm gonna-
calamity of silver armor and wings. It's
And
crazy.
I'm gonna
radiant
draw my
light.
bow.
Okay. The room smells like smoke. Something is approaching you.
Do I see him readying his bow?
Yeah.
Do not shoot me, Vith. I am your friend. The radiant light. You recognize me?
I'm too blurry-eyed. I'm gonna fire off a shot.
Go for it. Your shot hits the back wall. It goes wide and lodges in the wall behind Tural.
I'm gonna
I'm
try to
gonna-
clear my eyes.
Okay, you can just rub them out. You're in a dimly lit room with an angel of some kind.
I'm gonna reach forward and just right between the eyes.
That does nothing to aid your bleariness.
Hey, wake up! Your brother fell into the abyss. We need to get our cleric and rescue.
I'm not even gonna say a word. I'm just gonna fly right. Well, not fly. Run out of the room.
Can I grab his
You
arm?
fall. You can try. It's gonna.
Alright, I'm
you
gonna-
have to do a grapple.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab his arm. All right. It's just a
Can I
strength
do?
check.
It's just a strength check.
Can I try to dodge that?
Yes, you can.
What would that be? Acrobatics.
That'd be a strength save,
Strength save.
and you're pretty beefy. Yeah. No, he slips right out of your grasp and proceeds through the door frame and also through the floor. Just for face first, just whew, gone.
Right. Okay. So this room is like parallel with the room that Jor is in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna like turn towards the wall that would be the common wall between that room and Jor's room, and I'm gonna back up as far as I can, get a running head start, and just try and shoulder right through the wall.
Yeah. Sure. Give me a strength check to batter your way through. You hit the wall hard. Part of the wood splinters. You made a loud thud sound. We'll cut to Aku, who just fell through the floor and through the ceiling and down into a chair next to his brother. You're at a table next to Paula and across from August Maros in a bar full of cops at a table full of food and drink.
And my bow's still drawn.
You fell into a chair like this.
This is awkward.
Have something to eat. Says August.
Is there an apple near me?
Whole
I'm gonna
bunch
grab
of
it
fruit.
with my tongue, like
You do that.
Jar Jar
like,
Binks style. Yeah.
Gross. Gross action, gross reference. Good job.
I love
Okay.
it. As the party leader, I approve.
I approve. Uh,
I did not
I,
see what just happened, but I felt it, and it felt good.
I feel a disturbance in the force.
You're the
Thrall.
chosen one!
You just broke part of the wall with your shoulder.
Is it big enough to
Uh,
get through the wall?
No.
Alright,
you
I'm
just
back
put
up
your-
and go
you just-
again.
Okay, you're starting to smash your way through the wall. Jor, someone's smashing their way through the wall.
That's okay. I'm gonna sleep.
Okay, you can do that. Tural, you're just gonna keep bashing your way through until you reach studs, and then you're just gonna reach through the other side and push the planks off the wall, and then climb through the hole.
Okay.
It takes you a couple minutes, but you do it. You're a pretty big guy. You get in there, and now you're now standing above a bed. The cleric clearly sees you and rolls over and pulls the blankets up halfway over his face with his back to you.
Okay, I'll walk over to the bed and then kneel down and gently kind of rub him on the shoulder and be like, Jor, I hate to interrupt you, but we have to get up. The lizards fell into the abyss. Please wake up.
I'm just gonna lay there.
I was gonna keep
Uh,
shaking. Gently.
Yeah. You only see him give a close to imperceivable nod of his head, a dismissal of your gestures as you just rock him, and he is obstinate to it.
Alright, I got something for this.
Okay.
Okay, so I still have 78 fireflies in a jar. I'm going to open up the jar and grab one single firefly and stick it into Jor's nose.
You can do that. Hold on. Give me a dex check to grab a single firefly out of a jar.
All right.
Yeah, you're trying to get one, but you have like gauntleted hands, so you're like, oh fuck.
Perhaps I maybe should have taken the gauntlets off.
You can do that.
Do I like eventually get one, but like lose half of them, or like what happens?
Oh yeah, they're flying all over the place now.
All right.
They're starting to leak out of the jar, and then you put your hand over the jar, but then you're trying to get one out. I'll say you lost about half your fireflies, but you also
Okay.
have one between your
Okay.
fingers.
I will then insert it gently into Jor's nose.
Okay. The fuck do I make him roll for that?
I don't know. You're the DM.
Jor, are you going to attempt to keep sleeping?
No, I'm gonna try to stop him from putting something in my nose.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
I'm just gonna roll over on my face.
Okay. Jor is face down in the pillow. As you went to put the firefly in his nose, he just rolled and is now almost smothering himself.
Okay. Maybe we go to plan C. What do I have here in my pack? I'm gonna take my backpack off and start looking through it. I have a black horse. No, that's horses downstairs. That won't help.
I don't even need
Okay.
to write content for you guys, do I?
Probably not. Alright, so I got 10 cups of water in my backpack. I'm gonna go ahead and take 1 cup of water and then just gently drizzle it into his ear.
Okay. You're drizzling warm water into his ear. Jor, are you going to try and keep sleeping?
Yeah.
Give me a constitution for that, because he's rousting you a bit.
Save or check.
Save. You can't sleep while someone's pouring water into your ear. You can
I was
fake
gonna-
it.
Yeah, I'll just roll out of bed
Okay.
and onto the ground.
You're on the ground. You look up at a bespeckled ceiling, almost like the night sky, but the stars are moving.
That's weird.
I was like, what the fuck is he? Oh, wait,
It's
the fireflies?
It's disorientating. It's a bit disorientating, but there's a glowing man standing above you with angelic wings and a glass of water.
I'm gonna take the glass of water and drink it.
You lean up and grab the glass of water. I'm guessing, Taral, you acquiesce to that.
Yeah, I'll let him.
Okay. Your hangover sucks, but you're revitalized slightly. Taral?
I'm gonna reach down my gauntleted hand, try and grab him by the hand and pull him up.
Yeah, I'll get up.
Okay. You're standing in a room.
Alright, so basically, I woke up, I went downstairs to try and find Paula. She disappeared. There was a big group of crazy people. They asked me if I was the leader. I said I would come back and get my minions. They do not know that you are actually the leader, so the lizards, like lizards do, they get up and then they ran and fell into the abyss. So I do not know how we get back downstairs. I do not want to fall into the abyss, but I am open to discussion.
I'm gonna go try to go through the hole in the wall.
You can do that. It's much larger. It's he wedged his way through there. It's quite big.
Then I'm
you
gonna go out the door.
Okay. You fall through the floor.
You have a door!
You reapparate into the tavern main room. Fall into a chair across the table from Vith and Aku, sitting next to Paula and August Maros. You are surrounded by police officers, all in black garb with white armor. Before you was a table full of fruit and juice.
I'm gonna
Paula
grab
waves.
another apple with my tongue.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab another cup of juice.
I'm
Okay.
gonna lay my head down on the table.
You can do that. Tyrell, your
Um,
party's gone.
Okay, I'm gonna go back into what I think is Aku's room, or Vith's room, because I get them confused. And then I'm gonna kind of like kneel down at the threshold to the door, and like look over the edge. What do I see? Is it still just a sigil?
Yeah, the floor has it's partially a circle, and there's runes on the inside, and it's been burned into the floor.
Okay, I'm going to try to poke the floor.
Yeah, your finger goes into it, and it doesn't want to come back out.
I'm gonna pull my finger back.
Give
Do
me
I see a finger?
You're in a tavern full of people talking. You wouldn't have heard anything unless you were looking up at that exact moment.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was still hanging through.
It is.
Well, just because the other two people came down, I'm just kind of waiting.
Oh yeah, then you would see a little silver tip poke through. You gonna pull on your finger? Yeah, give me a strength check.
Okay.
It's not coming out.
Okay, I'm gonna hold right there, and then with my other hand, I'm gonna grab Cassandra from my shoulder and be like, "Okay, Cassandra, little bit risky of a mission. I need you to go through, and
You hear a popping sound from behind you.
I don't know what that was, but go quick and alert me if it is safe. Go, and I'll just kind of.
Give me a dex check.
All right.
Someone places their foot on your ass and kicks you forward. You're gonna topple forwards through the teleportation circle. Cassandra goes through first, gracefully, and spirals down onto the table. You careen head first down into a chair, upside down, as August Morrows joins you and also falls through next to you. You wouldn't be able to put this together yourself, but your compatriots would, that he just pushed you through. You're upside down on a chair at a table. You're looking at a bunch of legs in all directions.
Why is everybody here upside down?
I'm gonna try to grab his legs and pull him up.
Yeah, you can just orient him.
How much can
giant
you lift?
lizard man.
Because I'm pretty heavy.
I mean, I'm pretty ripped, bro.
230 pounds plus armor.
Yeah, I could probably bench my own weight.
He's your barbarian, yo.
Yeah,
That's fair enough. Yeah, 240 pounds. Can you?
yeah,
Oh,
I could
sorry.
bench my own weight.
440. My bad. 440.
He slides you around
All right.
to a sitting position.
And now
Gently.
you are all sitting correctly. Okay, we are here. We can commence the meeting.
Your fearless leader has arrived.
Well, to be
Excellent.
fair, I had to go get them.
When he said fearless leader, I'm gonna choke on my apple a bit.
You get a little bit up in your nose. Excellent.
I notice a little bit of apple dribbling down his face, and are you,
You
going
would
to
notice
eat that?
I'm gonna snarl.
Okay. I'll just lean forward and just grab whatever food is close by and just start nibbling. I don't care whose plate it is, just
Tyrell looks very, August looks very serious, and he waves his arm across the table, and all the food disappears. The stuff you're still holding is the stuff you're still holding is in your hands and still in your mouths. And he looks very grim, and then he nods to Paula, and Paula goes like this, and she closes the book in front of her. Gentlemen, there's a section of history that, by great effort, that has been cut away from the commonly known lore of our time here. I'm just fucking with you. If I had to burn down a library every time a necromancer went rogue, I would be worse than the Reds. Honestly. So you guys encountered the sand people. The black sand and all the awfulness.
I'm gonna cough again on my apple.
This is
Sometimes
a,
he gets a little bit too much and then he chokes. So
As he's saying that, I'm gonna reach over to my brother and give him a good whack on the back.
I'm gonna get up and walk around to him, start trying to give him the Heimlich maneuver.
Hey, give me a con check to see if you can spit that apple out. Why not?
Me or him?
Oh, first, Aku.
You want a con check?
Save, con save. You're trying to
Okay.
get it out. A large chunk of apple comes out of your nose.
I'm gonna grab it with my tongue and eat it.
You do that.
That's
Um,
fucking
I'm
gross,
chewing
dude.
a little bit easier.
So, anyways,
Good
This is
leader
a-
always looks out for his minions, and I'll tap him on the shoulder as I go back and sit down.
you guys are gonna need that kind of leadership. It's good. It's healthy. You mind if I get back to it?
Okay.
Cool.
I'll put my
Um,
tongue out.
As I mentioned, that every time a necromancer goes rogue, I mean, it's not unheard of, but this is a case of rogue necromancy. But it's also a love story. I don't know if you guys are interested in what actually went down, but you're a bit tied to this situation that you've fallen into. And I think you're owed some clarification. You're just staring at him blankly?
Well, I'm laying on the
Eh.
table.
Okay, go on.
Well, okay. There was a guy. He was a church official who started operating outside of his parameters, as some of them do. And this is back in the early days of magic, where, not everything was known and we didn't have as many ancient texts to tell everybody to not do all the stupid things. So he went and did some of the stupid things and started sending out letters to every planar realm that he could get his little hands on, and eventually he started getting letters back. And through this correspondence, he ended up falling in love with someone somewhat unknown to him, because he didn't know where these letters were going. He only knew that they were coming back to him. Unfortunately, these letters were going to Stygia, the 5th level of the 9 levels of Baator. He was corresponding with the Archduchess of Stygia, who was going to plan to use him to gain power, as many of the demons and duchesses and dukes and goblins and devils do in the 9 hells. So that irked the Duke of Stygia, who happened to be married to her at the time. So their plan originally was he was going to rack up this great body count, send her all of these souls so she could amass favor and overthrow the Duke. And the Duke, who's got some fantastic spies, caught wind of this plan and unseated the plan by making him immortal. He made him immortal so that this man, the necromancer, couldn't die and join her and complete the plan, which was great for the necromancer and awful for us. But they didn't much care about that. So we lured him into a trap. We sealed him in amber, and then we threw the large chunk of amber into a volcano. That was a really long time ago. But he had a pretty specific MO. He drained the blood of people and then pooled it all together with their soul essence, and then sent the emptied out bodies to go carry out his deeds while he pooled all the blood. And then his plan was to send all the blood and souls to Stygia at the same time in one great wave. And that was his whole thing, but we cut him off. So I guess he's back, which is it's great. Pretty sure he's still going to be in love with the Archduchess, and probably going to still plan to send her souls if you've encountered more people with black sand instead of blood. Which means more blood for us. Lakes of it. So we're going to have to talk about that.
Okay, I just have a couple of questions.
Oh, heck. Shoot. He goes like this back over the table and reoperates the food.
Okay. First, I'll reach for a chicken wing.
There's no meat at the table.
Ah,
I'm gonna grab a peach with my tongue.
You can do that.
I'm gonna grab whatever I can with one claw.
Yeah, I'm just
It's a
gonna grab
lot,
something.
actually.
Awesome. I'm just gonna start
Just-
picking out of it.
Okay.
No, one at a time.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a whole bushel of grapes
You can do that.
and just kind of hoard it, pick one off.
I'm gonna try to take the bottommost grape off of his vine with my tongue.
Give me sleight of hand.
I'm gonna see this and try to grab the other grape next to it with my
Yeah,
tongue.
it doesn't work. You can give me a
I
roll.
see him.
too.
I see him doing it. I'm just gonna let him.
No, he doesn't have the tongue dexterity to lash out and grab a grape off the stem that you're holding.
Is his
Simple
tongue
as
still
that.
out? Because I'll pluck a grape and drop it on his tongue.
If you want
Sure.
to.
There we go. One grape for each. And then I'll grab a last grape and just kind of toss it at Jor.
Jor?
I'm still laying on the table. I'll just let it hit me.
It just bounces
Yeah,
off
that's
the
right.
Jor.
Right. Okay, I forgot. Okay, I forgot he was asleep. This is awkward. Okay, so couple question. First question. What is the Duke's name?
I don't know. I've never been to Stygia. There's
Okay.
none of us that are actually technically allowed to pass from this plane to another plane. It's part of our oath.
Okay, fair answer. For bonus points, what does this have to do with us?
Ah, they tried to kill you. And they tried to kill your friends.
Not really. We rescue Paula here
Mhm.
from the Reds, and then came back here and got the party.
She nods her head, but then realizes that she shouldn't be able to hear you. So then she's...
Just let that
Ah.
sit for a second.
You also broke a few rules.
I did no such thing.
Paula,
I'm
you
gonna
can
start
pretend to
being-
stop listening now. That's a human. That is a un-magic, pure-blooded, born in a red-aligned city human being. What
well,
the fuck is she doing in my city? No offense.
technically, that is not entirely accurate. She actually can cast a very small amount of miracles. Paula,
He's staring at you just plain in the face.
show him that thing you do with the light, and then I'll cast light on an object in front of her.
I can see your hands, Terrell.
No, you can't. I'm gonna try and convince him that he can't see my hands.
You can try.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead and try.
Okay, I am not about killing random people, and she was really nice, and yeah, that's about as far
In
as I
any
got.
other circumstance, I would have penalized you for these actions. But you were helping me out at the time, and all things considered, I think you made the right move. She would have died outside of here. That wouldn't have been the moral thing to do, and I know, personally, that that would have been against your code. So,
probably would have come back here and killed everybody, You know, a blood vendetta or something.
He leans over to Vith, who's the closest one to him. He's really the one in charge?
I'm just gonna try to grab another grape with my tongue.
I'll see him
Yeah, you
going
get it
for
that
it and
time.
and gently kind of release it a little bit right as his tongue gets there.
Oh, man.
Is impressive. He can take grapes off of a delicate bushel of grape.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my gods.
If you want, we have a house that you could come and stay in and hang out. We could.
It was my house. I gave you my old house.
Yeah, but I hear it's a nice house, and it's really hot in here with all these big sweaty men just
It
standing
actually
around.
is.
I'm gonna sniff my armpit.
You can't tell. There's enough body odor in the room that it can't register.
Fair enough.
Wait, I might have something for this.
What?
No, I don't have anything for this. Actually, I do. I'm gonna cast level 1 Armor of Agathis on myself and cover myself in a sheen of frost.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay,
you are now
temperature is
radiating
good.
cold. You're radiating a little field of cold. And you also
yeah.
have better AC.
I'm gonna put my arm. Where am I sitting?
If you wanna put your arm on him, you can put your arm on him.
No, that's not my plan.
Oh God.
What's your plan?
Where am I sitting?
You were next to your brother, so you're across the table from him.
So who's on my left then?
August. Oh,
August.
sorry, no, your brother's on your left.
Who's on my right?
Paula.
I'm gonna reach over and put my arm around Paula, grab an apple with my tongue, grab it, and then hand it to her.
She's still like this, pretending to not listen, and then she kind of goes like this and puts the apple in her mouth, and then puts her hand back like that.
I'm gonna motion, tell her to take a bite, and then take it out, and basically feed her.
She's chewing. You're feeding. Yeah, I'll let you do that.
I'll
Do you have
look,
any more questions before I proceed to roll?
yes. Okay, so if I understand correctly, you want us to travel to the 5th circle of hell and kill this Duke and allow the necromancer to finally die so he could go be with his true love?
I wouldn't put you in a situation that pits you against a duke of an entire layer of Stygia, because I don't think your situation would be improved by you being turned inside out. So, how about we all be diplomatic, and you go and try and get his deal pulled instead? I'm sure that we could find something that the Duke would like more on offer.
I'm gonna look over towards Vith and make this motion and confused.
So if I am reading my minions correctly, Vith wants to go to L and the Duke. Make him
You guys are
happy,
impossible.
and then he will, release the necromancer. He can die, and then three-way.
I'm gonna fall out of my chair. I can't sleep through this.
one of the other cops in the crowd is looking over at August like, and August just kind of goes,
Okay, so enough donkey playing around. Basically, you want us to go and kill this unkillable necromancer, or
no,
Go.
no. He literally can't be killed by any force of physicality or magic. And we don't have the same resources we had back then, and there's no way the Reds are going to do it. So we're going to
Fair
use the
enough.
Reds as a distraction while he racks up a body count with them and takes out our biggest enemy. We'll use that to buy time. And I'm going to try to convince you to go to hell and talk the Duke into revoking the deal. And I think I have a strategy for that.
let me confer with my minions here just for 1 second. If you could please stand up and go a couple feet away.
I'll do you one better. He goes like this, and the room goes entirely silent. You can only hear your party members.
Oh. That is awkward. Can he hear us?
He cannot.
August, can you hear what I am saying to you?
You hear him talking, or you see him talking, and he looks like he's talking to Paula, but you can't hear what he's saying. And Paula's talking, and you can't hear anything else besides the breathing sounds and the chewing sounds of your party members.
I cannot tell still if I am talking and he is just ignoring. But the risk of him overhearing us, I think we do this. But we ask for like maybe 20 gold. No, sorry, 20 million gold. Become basically gods on the city and rule.
I'm just gonna nod slowly as I eat the rest of my food that was in my hand. Ah.
I'll
I
look
see
over at
Vith
Vith.
doing that, and I'm just
Good
nodding
plan.
my head, disbelief that I'm about to do this.
Jor?
Good plan.
Okay. I'm gonna try and poke August right in the forehead.
You can do that. He's just gonna look at you and then bring the sound back.
Okay, we have conferred. We have a couple demands, and then we will do your plan. First demand, we must rename this tavern.
This isn't my tavern.
You will hear all the demands before you say yes or no.
Please continue.
Okay, so we rename the tavern to the House of Fuck.
I'm gonna smile, just ear to ear.
He picks up the book in front of him, pulls out a quill, and begins to write as you speak.
Okay. The second demand, we require a mechanical set of wings suitable for a very large mechanical horse. Does not need to function, but basically we would like to turn... oh, God damn it. We would like to turn a mechanical horse into a mechanical Pegasus. Last demand, we require 20 gold. Sorry,
I'm gonna nudge him as he said 20.
20 million gold.
Mm.
And for that, we will basically do anything short of sacrilege, heresy, you say favors. It's pretty much everything. Did you catch that part about favors?
Does he,
I'm gonna wink at August.
Does he speak for? Does he speak for all of you? Or are there any other demands?
No favors.
The gold is negotiable. If the amount is too low, we can go higher.
You want to rename this bar to the House of Fuck.
That one is non-negotiable.
You want Wings to make your Warforged horse into a Pegasus.
Also non-negotiable.
And you want 20 million gold.
There's a little bit of wiggle room there.
There might have to be.
I'm so sorry, Derek. Okay, well, we could possibly go down a little bit.
Go on.
What is your price range? We are very skilled adventurers, very diverse in backgrounds and skills. We could be very useful, particularly more than these four over here. They are just cleaning their gauntlets. I'm just pointing towards random
the
four
cops.
guards. Yeah.
Yep.
Personally, I think that if they are guards, they should probably get, redistributed to maybe dock duty.
I'm gonna lean forward towards him and just say, "You did seek us out," and try to persuade him.
Damn, I
Yeah,
should have
use
tried
persuasion. You still had food in your mouth.
At least he understood me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is less persuasive than you wanted it to be. Okay. He calls the barkeep over and does that silence thing again and then speaks for a moment. The barkeep looks angry at first. And then there are gestures placatingly made by August like this. You see the gesture like this being made. And then the barkeep gets really happy. And then he pats you guys on the back silently. And then walks away, just kind of with a jig in his step. And then he brings the sound back into the room. Yeah.
And that was basically when I told him, "Hey, get your fingers out of my ass." Can he hear us now? This is awkward. Why is he looking at me like that?
Paula says, "Why do all of your stories end like that?"
He likes it in
God
the
damn it.
ass.
You
No,
should hears about the first time he got crabs.
don't. God, that was true. The point of the story is I don't want fingers in the ass. Because it
Valuable
always
lesson.
goes there. I do not know why, but yeah. Okay, so basically, I talked to the guys. We came up with a more reasonable amount of gold, 25,000.
25,000?
Okay, 20,000.
If you go to Stygia, talk to the Duke, give him a letter from me.
I'm sorry, I need to cut you off. I just thought of another condition.
He picks his pen back up. He's being very patient.
Any material or spell component or equipment or armor or weapon or people, regardless of race, that we happen to bring back with us, we get to keep. And affix A, we do not have to pay duty or declare upon re-entry.
Well, I can't count on you having the same tact as bringing in this person, who will make a find student of the arts and will eventually be able to affix herself into the population.
To be fair,
And
I never hit her. We just walked right past you.
At no point will you be able to be in contact with people that would be disqualified from entering these premises. So that's not a problem. We
what
also
about
don't
the
have trade
equipment?
tax. We don't have trade tax. It's
Okay.
straight exchange. It's good commerce.
We are in
Moreover-
agreement.
No. Let me lay out the terms of the full plan.
Please
And once
go.
you agree, I'll make my offer once with no conditions.
Except for the conditions I already mentioned.
Firstly, you will proceed from here north to the dwarven city of Rakash, the sunken city. They are the only people we know that have a gate to Baator. Next, you will proceed through there to the first level of Abaddon, through the first level to the city of Dis, where I have arranged for you to have interviews with guides that will be able to take you through the next levels and guide you to Stygia. I will allow you to pick whatever guide you think fits you best. And I will give you an allowance to give to them so that the money that you pay them will not be paid for by you directly. Next, you will proceed to Stygia, deliver the letter, convince him that my idea is the best way forward from everyone, return home with ever party members intact that you wish to have, or anything that you acquire along the way. From there, I will give you the ability to name this bar.
I'm gonna look at Vith and Aku and be like,
I'm gonna look over to Ku and smile.
The wings of a mechanical Pegasus, and I will
Look
pay
at
for
your-
them to be attached to said Pegasi and ensure them they are functional and not just aesthetic.
"That is
And I will pay you.
better than I had said."
And because of the considerable risk involved with traveling and the threat to life that this quest poses to you, I will pay you 70,000 gold.
Deal.
Sounds great.
I'm still feeding Paula the apple.
She's having a good time. She's warming up to this whole being around magic people thing. It's kind of like a whole acid trip for her.
Never dropped acid. Wouldn't know.
You gotta
Colors
live,
and
man.
shapes. Colors and shapes.
It's a weird experience. I mean, don't do drugs, kids. Stay at home, play D&D.
That's right.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds. What?
Beatles weren't ever on drugs.
That's not what I said.
Oh man, Octopus's Garden was not written on drugs.
He spits in his own hand and reaches across and grabs your hand, Terrell. It's stuck because you're still frosty.
This is awkward. Maybe we just blow on it a little bit.
He's trying to pull his hand away, but it's frozen.
Little help, guys.
I'm gonna use my tongue and just like wrap my tongue around it.
Gross. After a couple of seconds of what is really awkward, he pulls away and then says, I'll arrange the your friends, the goblins, to take you. Making preparations to repair their ship as we speak, is that they've been your perceived mode of transportation in the past, and they are somewhat reliable. I expect you to leave tonight. I am also willing at this juncture to give you an advance on your trip's payout to allow you to make necessary preparations. I feel that that is reasonable. Seek me out. Here. He hands Terral a blank sheet of paper. I'll see anything you write on this.
Okay, that is pretty cool. I'll pull out a pen and draw a dick.
You draw on the paper, and then as soon as you take the pen off of the paper, it disappears and melts into the page. And then you see the book in front of him that he was writing his notes on. It just appears in the left-hand side.
Hey, what are you reading over there? Oh, this guy's into dicks.
Got him.
The cops in the background are starting to apparate away and disappear.
They were fake the whole time. I knew it. We were never in any danger. Okay.
I'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. Enjoy my house. Then
Did
it
he give
disappears.
us the gold?
Technically, it is my house.
He didn't give you anything.
Okay.
He just gave you the paper.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper again and write down, "You forgot to leave us with the advance."
Words appear on the page, and it said, "I'll pay you what I think is necessary as you buy it."
I'll write down, "What if we're not in the city?"
Then it says, "Then you'll be in hell."
Then I write, "Not if we're in the dwarven city of Batash?"
Rakesh.
Rakesh.
I'm gonna head out to the nearest apothecary.
Okay, you head out the door. There's no cops left. Paula says, "Wait." Thank you guys.
No problem. Try to stay out of trouble. The House of Fuck is always open to you.
Oh yeah, it is. I got a job.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I
I'm
had a
gonna-
lot of drinking.
I got a job here part time, and I'm going to school. So, I'm gonna read and stay here, and don't die. Don't die.
All right. Also, could you tell your boss sorry about the hole and the broken doors? I thought my minions were in trouble. Oh, the cop is gone. I thought my friends were in trouble, and I just kicked open a couple doors. I'm pretty sure they were unlocked, but could not risk it in the heat of the moment. And then there was a portal to the abyss, so I
Goss,
couldn't leave
the broom.
one room and go into the other, so I had to go
She leaves
through
the
the
table.
wall.
She's running. You see
I'm
her go
gonna
behind
leave.
the ball and then grab a broom and walk upstairs really quickly.
I'll just get up and follow Viv.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you all proceed outside.
Yeah.
She's still eating. She still has the apple in her pocket that Aku is feeding her.
Nice.
Yeah, you all proceed outside. Vith is heading to an apothecary.
Yep,
I'll
we all
follow.
are. I'm going to.
Okay. Everyone's heading to the apothecary. Okay. You enter the apothecary. It's a room full of bottles.
Is there a merchant there?
Oh yeah, there's a dude there.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk
feel
up
like-
to the counter.
I feel like he's currently switching pictures, and that's what the.
I don't have this one queued up, so I'm actually looking through a list right now of all the ones that I have loaded.
I'll take a minute then.
I'll just let you guys talk to him while I actually find it.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, I'm just
What
gonna
time
walk
of
up
day
to the
is it?
counter.
It'd be
It is morning, early
Okay.
morning.
Yeah, we just woke
Uh,
up a little bit ago.
And sorry, what was that, Vith?
I'm walking up to the counter.
There's a wizened-looking older man standing behind it, just like bleary-eyed, and it's like, oh shit, it's the morning, kind of thing.
Okay. I'm gonna look around and see if I see any healing pots.
Oh yeah, those are going to be prominently on display. I also
Wood.
don't have a picture. Shit, I don't have one queued up. That is. You guys will just have to deal with it looking like a tavern. Sorry.
That's
I'm gonna
powers
point
of
to the
imagination.
big ones and motion 5, and then point to the small ones and then motion 5
5. Yeah,
of
Okay.
each.
5 of the big ones.
Yeah, and the small ones.
Okay, so 5 big ones, 5 small ones. Okay. Are you going to contact August about this?
No, I'm just gonna pull out a topaz and put it on the thing.
I'm gonna grab the topaz and put it back in his pocket, and then take the piece of paper and write down 10 large healing potions, 10 small healing potions from the apothecary, and give him the precise directions, as well as what the place looks like, the guy's name, every detail I can get. I'm gonna scribble down on the piece of paper.
As you're halfway across, you just hear money start to fall from behind the counter, and then the guy that's like backs away a little bit, and he's looking
That's
down,
for us.
and he's looking down at the paper, and he said, "Do that again."
Okay, do you have anything to improve on the strength of my party mates? They are all significantly weaker, if you understand. If you have a potion that makes them buff.
I do. It's temporary, but I do have potions of hill giant strength.
Okay, we will take 3,
Okay.
and then I'll write down 3 hill giant potions on
Okay.
the paper.
And yeah, money's just gonna keep falling out from behind the bar.
I'm
He's
gonna take
putting-
one
I'm
of
gonna
those
take
pots.
all 3 of the strength potions, just for the record. Just taking all 3.
Vith tried to grab one.
Okay, he can have
give me-
1.
give me-
I'm taking 2.
Okay. He also put the 10 greater and 10 lesser healing potions up onto the bar.
I'll
All
take
right,
2
Grab
of each.
5 of each.
I'm
Take
gonna
a
grab
2
2
of
of each.
I'll take the rest.
1 of each.
Okay. You take one of each.
I have
Uh,
extra.
Is there anything else I can interest you in?
What else do you have for sale?
You're going to have to be more specific than that. I've got
do you-
poisons, I've got potions, I've got curation spells, I've got status effect spells. You know, if you're poisoned, I can fix that with a potion. I can make you cold, I can make you warm.
Do you have any potion that when people drink it, they feel all great and everything, like everything is going great, and then maybe on a time release, an hour later, inside their stomach, just tons and tons of bugs and stuff start crawling around?
I'd have to mix 2 together, but yeah.
Okay, I will take 2 of those.
I can make you one. It's gonna take me a bit to brew it. He just turns to his immediate left, where there's a
I-
brew stand,
I
and he
will
just starts
write
pulling
down-
stuff off the wall.
I'll write down 1 weird fucked up potion for contingencies. And kind of
you
wait
hear
to
a-
see if money comes.
A large question mark appears on the drawing.
I'll draw a very crude picture of somebody drinking a potion, and then another frame of bugs and stuff crawling out of his stomach.
Okay.
Very much like Alien Chestburster style.
And then the man looks over at your paper and then looks at the floor expectingly, and some more money slides out, and then he keeps
Nice.
working.
Okay, I think I am done shopping. What do you guys like?
Do you have any things to make me more persuasive?
Yes, lots for diplomacy. Yeah, here it's he puts a little decanter on the table. It's an amber elixir. You take this, and for an hour, you are much more charismatic.
Perfect.
It will give you meta he will explain to you in such a fashion that translates this information to you. That will give you a +6 to deception and persuasion.
And how many of those were you trying to buy?
One for everybody.
I write down 4
Persuasion.
diplomacy potions.
Yeah, diplomacy.
Okay.
Figured
You're
that'd be
gonna-
worthwhile.
You may want to write down. This man is telling you. You may want to write down the effects of these potions, since how many you're buying. I've seen many people straddle into battle, and they'll end up drinking one of these instead of drinking one of those. And I don't put labels on these. They're only colorized. It's the best I can do.
I will also write down label maker ?
He just returns another question mark.
Another question mark.
He doesn't say anything back.
Dot,
Sounds like a
dot.
horrible group messaging.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep note of what potion does what.
Okay.
Does the money arrive
Okay.
for the diplomacy potions?
Everything that's
Excellent.
just gonna keep sliding out from behind the bar.
Alright,
Nice.
so everybody gets one of those.
Okay.
Sweet. I'll take one.
Add an amber potion to your inventories. So, what do you guys need all this for?
We are on a super secret diplomatic mission to travel into L to make a duchess.
I'm gonna smack him
of,
upside the head.
Oh, that sounds nice. Where's L?
It is.
Just down the roads.
It is.
You need these potions for going down. Well, I mean, mind you, this place at nighttime, forget about it. Hope you got friends with our cops.
We are friends with a lot of cops. That's where all the money is coming from.
I'm just gonna like put my hand on his face. So he
Terrell
stops
doesn't move.
talking.
He's sitting there with a
Good.
hand on his face. But
I'm
because
just gonna like.
he's
That
speaking
really
from
doesn't
behind
matter
armor, it doesn't
because
stop
there's
him.
armor. It will
That's
still
right.
come out anyway.
Just gonna push him outside.
Okay, I'm
you
going to the
access-
blacksmith. Goodbye.
Yeah, you're shoved outside.
I'm gonna head to the
Uh,
blacksmith.
He says, "Wait." He hands you a potion, and it's swirling black and blue. And as you stare into it a little bit, you see legs touch the glass and then push away into the murky depths of it.
Is this the insect potion?
Yeah, this is exactly what you think it is. It's about an hour's worth of pure euphoria, followed by something exploding full of bugs. I really hope you're
okay.
not son anyone that I know.
It depends if you know anybody in L.
Never heard of this L place, so I'm gonna assume that I'm safe.
You are probably
But-
safe.
Great day, sir.
You too.
I think. And if you're not having a great day, try the blue potion.
What does the blue potion do?
The one I just handed you. It was a joke. It was
Oh.
a bad joke.
Yeah, that would make me have a really great time for an hour, but then I feel like it'd be like the worst case of diarrhea and like upset stomach at the same time.
Oh, they don't just come out of your ass. They come out of your eyes and your nose and your armpits and anything that there's like thin skin, urethra probably. I mean, I don't know. If you're particularly well endowed, it would take them a lot of effort to crawl out of there. So probably mostly your asshole. You know, if your digestive system tract is on there too, mind you, it depends on how much you've had to eat too. So really,
Do you
Yeah.
also sell Pepto-Bismol?
I'm not
It-
familiar with that spell.
It's okay, I will figure it out.
Does he have any pink potions?
He does.
I'm gonna point to that one.
You want that one?
What's this do?
That's a prestidigitation. I made them one year for a party. They're pretty popular.
I'll write down
anything-
press
it's
to something on the paper.
It's a splash potion used for celebrations. I've got them in all sorts of colors. You throw it, and everything that it touches turns pink.
We will take 2.
Whoever is taking them, add them to your inventory, please.
Veth,
I'll take one.
take them both.
Okay,
I'll take both.
you guys are sporting a lot of glassware at this point.
Yeah.
Do you have a perhaps a leather traveling case, soft inside, so that with jostling it doesn't smash all the potions?
Just a moment. Let me check the back. Yeah, I do.
Is that code?
He takes something that looks like a bedroll, but it's shorter, and he puts it on the counter and he rolls it out, and it's got all these little slots to put in it, and you can put your tubes and your flask inside of that and roll it back up safely. It's hard on the outside and it's soft
I
on
will
the inside.
take one, and I will pay for it from my personal cash.
Ah, excellent. This is only 600 gold pieces.
It is pricey, but I will take it.
Well, but it's make sure that they won't break.
Yeah, I pay for it.
I'll take one too.
Excellent. You may also have one. Would you like that in leather or alligator skin?
Alligator skin. I'm gonna get kind of excited.
Leather for mine.
You get a black leather one, and the alligator skin one is a dark green.
Does it match me?
We're black, by the way.
Does it clash with his scales?
It
Yeah.
doesn't clash.
Good.
It doesn't clash. It
No,
looks pretty.
we're green. We're not black.
I think
Our
your
tribe was
family,
black.
your family's black, and you guys came out green.
You right.
Yeah, that's why I was seeing if
Right.
it matched.
Yeah.
It damn near matches.
You don't even know what
happens when we
color
don't
you
play
are,
for
Vith?
2
That's
3
crazy.
weeks.
Yes,
Gonna
I
throw
know,
things
Bob.
at you.
I know. I'm just going with the RP. I don't know. I'm stupid.
Terral?
Yeah.
I'm assuming are you still gonna head to that blacksmith?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the blacksmith.
Okay. Everybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna head that way. After paying the man.
Okay.
600, right?
Everybody else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. You're heading down towards the road, and you arrive at the blacksmith, the same one that made the horse leg for Jorai Dam's horse. And Ul. Thank you. Couldn't remember Ul. And he is happy to see you.
Hello again. The horse leg for Ul. Work like a charm.
No, it's not charmed. It's
Uh,
regular.
No, I mean it work like a charm. Like, you know how when you charm something, it work immediately. It
No.
kind of like that.
Charms are really hard work. Honestly, you're underestimating people. It's very unfortunate that someone magical as yourself would undercut the hard work that people put into their daily lives. And really, I mean, this is a testimony to how far this city has fallen.
I do not mean to insult. I just mean that when they do the charm, it seems to come off so easy. So that's why
I can't understand a word that you're saying.
this is awkward. Okay. We need a retrofit weapon. We can pay
Retro who?
with this piece of paper. I write something and the money just all over.
This man is making no sense.
Wings on the
I'll
horse.
I'll write down like 5 copper pieces on the piece of paper. Just wait for it.
The words "no" appear on the paper.
I'll take 5 copper pieces out of my bag and kind of like throw it over.
You
my
don't have
shoulder
any
above us.
copper. You only have gold.
That's right. I'm gonna take 5 gold pieces and just kind of throw it over, so it like splatters around us.
Just a second.
I am not trying to be sneaky about it.
He just gets hit with gold, and he's like, "The fuck? Did you just conjure gold?"
All I need to do is write it on here. It appears.
Are you gonna buy anything?
That is the plan. I will let the minion friends go first. I'm just gonna sit there ready to write on the paper with whatever they want.
Can you make swings for the horse?
What? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I can.
I do not think we need to write that. We are already getting that as part of the L deal. Maybe think of something else.
This is a good opportunity for us to break. While you guys think about what you want, you would have had an opportunity on your way over to the blacksmith to think about what you wanted. So I will give you that opportunity now, and we'll come back from the break, and you guys will be able to pick up with the blacksmith.
Sounds
So
good.
let's go on 5-minute break.
All right. Essentially, a Caesar is clamato juice, which is tomato juice mixed with.
Clamato.
No, seriously, it's tomato
It's a thing.
juice mixed with
know.
like
I
clam
know what it
juice,
is.
and then you fucking put a bunch of spicy shit on that with vodka, and that's a Caesar. It's delicious.
Yeah, this has tomato juice, vodka, Worcestershire sauce, horseradish, and Tabasco, salt, black pepper.
Okay, the salt, the
Sounds
black
It's
pepper, and the
spicy as fuck.
horseradish. Yeah, those
It's fucking dank. So
Yeah.
good.
Well, add a little bit of clam juice in that.
Like being
that's a
hungover and have one of those, and you'll be stellar.
Yeah, ours
okay.
is for hangovers too.
It's pretty close.
Well,
I just
anything
drink
that
that
has
shit
tomato
constantly.
juice in it like that, and
It's
vodka.
delicious.
That's
I love it.
hangover cure.
We're back, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
fine. I was waiting for this to wrap up.
Yeah,
I
that's
wanted
fine.
to see if there was going to be like a little bit of a battle here of like which drink is better.
Caesar,
Ours has-
clearly. Caesars are amazing.
I don't like Bloody Marys, so
I don't like
Yeah,
Caesars.
Yeah, well, you clearly don't have good taste in alcohol.
I'd probably
saying.
like it. Looking at
No,
it,
I'm a quantity guy.
it looks
Well-
like just the same. It's just clamato juice instead of tomato juice.
Like for example, I'm drinking a Lucky beer right now. I don't care about quality.
Is that alcoholic?
Barely.
Is
Or
that,
is it-
is that the Canadian O'Douls?
Canadian beer is at minimum 5% beer.
Yeah, so it's better than American beer. Or as I like to
Yeah.
call it, water.
With a little bit of piss mixed in?
Anyways,
Bud
Homeless
Light.
man piss.
Right.
Oh man, it's so easy to drink in the States. I can just drink and drink and drink and not get drunk.
It's great. I can't because I don't
Anywho.
typically drink beer. I just drink hard, so.
That's no good for you. Like you told your doctor, you drink to win.
There you go.
I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
Anywho, the four of you are now mythical creatures standing in front of a blacksmith featuring one human who's very terse and silent.
Okay, so unless the other guys would like to buy something, I would like a longsword, some sort of magical, with possibly a lightweight but very sturdy shield. Also, preferably magical. Anything you have on stock is okay. Do not need a custom order.
Well, you're a fairly sturdy looking guy, so let's start with the shield. You looking for a buckler for your arm, or are you looking for a full-blown long shield? You fighting dragons? Yeah. Are you mounting an expedition to the Holy Land? Are you what's your
Expedition
Joust.
to the Holy Land sounds closest to our current contract. We are going to L, so basically.
as you
I
were
need-
saying that, I had my hand ready to whack him, and then I just started lowering it.
a very large shield, possibly, so I could step in front of a friend and be like, "I got you."
No, my point was what's your primary antagonist? You know, I mean, picture in your head, you've walked into a room and there's a bad thing there, and that thing is gonna do
It's
something to you.
Probably fire.
Fire.
Have you heard of a play called The Ring of Lords? There's a creature that comes through on the third act of the first half of the play.
Is there a language that you can speak that I understand?
There's a magician
Speak
was like,
Dwarven?
"You shall not pass the creature that they are fighting."
I speak
that.
Gnomish.
Do you speak Celestial?
No.
Hold on. How about deep speech?
Is this guy for real?
Abyssal?
Sadly.
Common? No common?
Inside of the words that were pouring out of your mouth, I heard fire and shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Large shield?
Large, like a body shield. Tower shield?
Preferably something knee to shoulder.
Okay. He brings you over to a tower shield. It's ornately decorated. It's dark, brandished like a burnt silvery color, and it's got a pattern on the front of it that you don't recognize. And he said, "Do any of you guys do fire tricks? Just try fire spells?" Okay.
Only
So-
radiant.
He picks up the shield and he puts it face down in the forge, and then puts his hand in the middle of it, and his waits. Takes his hand off, hands you the shield.
I'll hand him my old shield.
He's looking at it. What's special?
It's just a regular shield. I just do not need two.
Okay. Well, this will take a little bit of money off. How are you paying for the rest?
Cashier check.
Who's cashier?
It was a poor joke. Hold on, and I'll write down.
Did he
I'm
just
just-
say he's poor?
No. I'm gonna lean back and just start doing this.
I'm gonna write down. Wicked awesome,
You can't
very
pay
large.
with dancing. What?
Wicked awesome, really large shield to help us stay alive to fulfill your end goal of eventually killing this necromancer.
Are you talking to August?
Yeah. I am writing a note.
You're not the first people that have come to me.
Now I'm a little bit insulted. He is contracting more than one dream team.
He pays people with this, and then I write the invoicing on here, and then money shows up for me.
Oh
Right?
yeah, that works perfect. Also, if you could write maybe a long sword, magical, on the paper, and possibly give me one.
Okay. So he looks at the page and then turns it around and then pushes it towards you, and in his elegant cursive writing it says, "Past this point, the money is coming out of your total."
Total owing at the end. I am okay with that.
Okay.
Acceptable terms.
One shield, one long sword. Okay, let's talk about the sword. Long sword. Versatile.
We.
Okay.
Yes.
Good job. Are you are you fighting anything that would require this weapon to be silvered?
No. But if it could possibly inflict some kind of necrosis, that would be.
Necrotic sword. Yeah. I've got a necrotic sword. How fancy are we talking here?
Maybe slightly above the norm. I'm not sure how to tell you without being meta.
Okay. He goes into the back, comes back out, pulls out this blade. It's black handled with no guard on it. The blade is undulating and it is glowing black but kind of see-through. This is a +2 sword of life stealing and necrosis. Costs you 12,000 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Bob, you're muted.
I know. I just said that's badass.
He smiles and writes down on the paper, "Money." Yeah, it does an extra 1d8 necrotic damage, and it's a
Nice.
+2 sword.
Okay.
It has a name, but I don't know it. It's an old sword.
Okay. You said it life steals?
Mm-hmm. If you get a critical hit, you get 1d10.
Very cute.
Okay.
Okay. Any other big spenders?
Shield.
What kind of shield?
Joust.
Something agile, works on horseback. All right. Force, does that mean you're looking to be particularly resistant to piercing damage? Okay. I can give you a +1 shield of piercing resistance.
Okay.
What's the stats on the shield that I got?
Oh, it's still a +1 shield of fire resistance.
So half damage on fire or full?
Half damage on fire. And Jorah will take half damage on piercing damage.
Cool.
Cool,
All
cool.
good.
He's just gonna start writing down monetary values on the paper, and money's gonna start pouring in. How about you guys? Big strapping folk.
Oh, thanks.
Saving your money.
Do you have any magical weight stones?
Way stones or weight stones?
Yeah, weight stones. I don't know if there are any magical ones.
Weight stone?
Yeah,
What's a weight
The-
stone?
it like does +1 or whatever.
Essentially a sharpening stone.
Yeah, it's a sharpening stone.
Oh.
Even if it doesn't do anything, I just want it for fun.
Let's see.
Because it would work
Yeah.
on like my javelins and stuff.
Yeah, it would. Those are cheap. I won't even charge you for one. You guys have spent so much money.
Is there
Uh,
anyone that would work with my magical axe?
Mm-hmm. It'll give you a it'll give you a non-magical bonus to your attack and damage rolls for a period of 8 hours if you spend some time with it.
Sounds good.
You just gotta spend a short rest period working with it. Yeah. That's everything?
I'll take 5.
Sure. You guys have spent thousands of gold pieces here today. I'm not gonna turn down a whetstone. Have a nice day.
As we're leaving, I'm gonna write down 5 whetstones on the piece of paper.
Okay. The money wasn't appearing anywhere you could see it, so he's clearly done business with this person before, and money is appearing in a place you cannot see.
Now I'm going to write down, we will be heading towards the docks shortly. Can leave earlier than expected.
He sends back the single letter K.
Okay. I'm gonna show the paper to my friends here and be like, what do you think this means? He wrote down K. Is this does he want us to kill somebody?
I'm just gonna shake my head and keep walking towards wherever the goblin airship is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Head
Heading back to the docks. Is that everybody? Heading back to the docks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do the normal thing where you head back to the docks and you walk through the office that everybody knows where your cousin works. You nod
I'm
to
gonna
your
wave at
cousin. You do that. He nods, goes back to his paperwork. And then
As we're walking through, I'm gonna kind of lag back a little bit so that the other guys go ahead. I'm gonna walk over to the counter where their cousin is and just kind of lean over so that I'm like right next to him.
you do that.
Then I'm gonna be like, if your brothers do not come back from this trip, I will humbly apologize. We are going to L. It's going to be a very dangerous trip, but I just wanted to alert the next of kin. It is very dangerous. Also,
I appreciate your concerns.
Vith told me to tell you that if he should ever pass, he would like to be buried the human way, not eaten like your barbaric lizard way. But when he is to be buried, the pallbearers must all be naked men under the age of 16.
Do I hear any of this?
You kept walking. He stopped and started talking to your cousin.
Alright.
Preferably covered in honey.
I like you. You can
I
come
like
by
you too.
anytime.
I'm gonna drop my gold piece and then catch up with my friends.
See you later.
See you later too. And then I'm gonna catch up with these guys and be like, I believe I just spoke lizard with your brother.
Cousins.
Well, that is awkward. I thought he was your brother.
As he
Okay.
runs up to us, I'm gonna try to trip him.
You can do that.
What would that be?
Sleight of foot, kind of. Does this work? It was half-hearted. You want to do an acrobatics check, Jay?
Sure.
Tyrell? Sorry. Yeah, you step over it. You don't even think anything of it. You just thought he was walking weird on the gangplank.
Oh, the message wasn't even there.
Nah.
Damn it.
Okay,
Right.
you proceed down to the ship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up to Jor and kind of pull him off to the side a little bit. So I played a funny prank on Aku. If he should die, we must go to the funeral. It will be funny. Naked boys and Ani. It'll be great. Do not tell them. I still cannot tell them apart when they do not have a weapon drawn. But
Can I hear this?
You have to roll perception.
God damn it.
Yeah, you hear them completely clear as day.
I did.
You
I
did.
didn't hear shit.
You didn't hear shit. But
I'm gonna nudge Aku. He's talking shits.
Mm. That's so.
okay, you
Okay.
proceed down the docks and down the gangplank to the area where the ship is housed. There are two wizard caps there. They are doing some kind of levitation spell and attaching pieces to the ship. They appear to be mostly, or the ship itself appears to be mostly fixed already. And there are goblin crews hustling about, making obvious non-eye contact with the wizard cops as they're loading everything on. You see your horses being led to the underneath storage area, as well as Ull, who is there waiting for you. Captain Burning Mouth can be seen on the upper deck, and Hawk is on the main area, guiding people and shouting at them violently. Tell them to load the ship. He seems kind of upset.
I'm gonna go talk to Ol.
You can try to do that. You head to the cargo bay.
I'm gonna go up to Hawk.
You look way down at Hawk, who is shouting something in Goblin to a person that, or another Goblin that keeps their head down and skitters away. He seems kind of roiled.
I'm just gonna kind of like loom over him and like lean down to talk to him. What's the matter?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hi. Pet him.
Stressful times. I kind of got bullied into a deal to shepherd you guys. They're paying
The
for the
hell?
no fucking way I'm going with you. I'm gonna get you to the city and drop you off, and that's as far as you get. I'm not going with you.
Did
I
I
think
ever learn Goblin from Hawk?
You learned a little bit. You've got phrases and bits and pieces of it.
So no, I can't form my own sentences yet, though.
You can choose a couple sentences, pre-write them down, and then I will translate them to you, and you can have them in your phrase book if you like.
Okay.
And just make a list and then submit it to me. Yeah, I'm gonna drop you guys off, come back here, collect the money, and find somewhere really quiet to ride out this whole invincible necromancer turning people into sandbags trying to murder people on my ship. That's a good plan.
Alright. I'm gonna pet him again. And then walk away.
The world's not ending. Hope you guys don't die.
I'm just gonna like flex as I walk away.
Is anybody else nearby him?
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
guard
over
the
the captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Burning Mouth as well.
I'm gonna meet up with them.
Okay, so 3 of you are on the upper deck. First, Tural, you're standing next to Ul. It's not moving.
Alright, I'm gonna go stand in front of him and just like look him in the eyes for a second.
You do that. You are looking into the unblinking stare of a Warforge's face.
Okay, as far as I understand, your name is Ors, but in Elvish, I think. I just want to let you know, do not be alarmed. When we get back, we are going to be very rich. Basically, kings among men, and I negotiated the capability for you to be able to get wings and fly. I just wanted to give you a heads up. You're going to no longer be a horse at that point. You are going to be a Pegasus. Very majestic creature. I could lend you a book.
There's a jerky animatronic motion, and it goes to eat grass that's not there.
Okay, I will get you a book, and you could start reading up on how a Pegasus basically acts, so it can be more appropriate. Okay, good talk. Stay safe, and then I'll leave.
Okay. The 3 others of you proceed up to the main deck, where Captain Burning Mouth is standing at the head, next to the big spinny wheel that all flying ships are supposed to have. And he's standing there, and he gives you a big toothy grin, and inside of all of his missing teeth are now just jutting gemstones with sharp angles coming in it, all kind of different directions. He's got a big, colorful, shiny mouth.
I'm gonna shake my head at him.
He shakes his head back. He comes up and he claps Jor on the back of the leg, kind of like a
jingle his ear.
he allows to be jingled. He's happy.
I'm
Hawk,
just gonna sit down next to him.
there's a spot there for that. So you guys are all just hanging out with the cap.
I'm gonna go pretend to drive the ship.
Okay, you can do that. The wheel will even move too, because it's gonna move the rudder. But since you guys are docked, it's not gonna do anything.
When do I come upon deck?
Just about now.
Okay.
I'm also
So
gonna be glancing at my captain's manual.
Oh yeah. Actually, if you want to take the opportunity, you can start trying to pick that up. You can roll
Yep.
insight to see if you're doing it right.
Yeah, you too, Nick.
You're fucking nailing it.
'Cause you have the
So-
book.
So I climb up on
Oh,
deck,
yeah.
and I'm gonna be like, I just start yelling at different goblins and be like, okay, you pull in the sails or the ropes. Let's get ready to go. Start pointing at another one. Quit slacking. Go find something to clean. Look at Hawk and be like, hey, how are you? Okay, Captain Jor, we are ready. Let's get going.
He's gonna reach. Hawk's gonna reach into the crook of your kneecap's armor and pull really hard on it to like make you kneel, so, to like bring you down to his level.
I allow it.
Listen.
Hello, Hawk.
If this is gonna be the end of the world, I really need you to shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna pull out one gold piece and hand it to him. It is a piece of a ring.
He's gonna take it and he's gonna put it in his mouth. And he's gonna start to chew. This does not help.
Okay, hold on. Get him another gold piece.
Like, I'm gonna stop you there. Listen, I just want to go home. I've been talking to cops. My ship was on fire. My captain got stabbed. And now, people full of sand are trying to murder us. And some of the people that I really like have to go to a place that I don't think they're gonna come back from in order for everything to be okay again. I'm not okay.
I have a perfect plan B. You're going to love this. I will give you a satchel full of gold pieces. You take us to the dwarves. You drop us off, and then you guys go find a beach or something. Get stupid drunk for a long time. Maybe like 2 weeks. And then you come back here to Tokek out there, and we will be here. We will party, preferably with no funeral, but if there is one, there will be entertainment provided. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna hand him a satchel with 1,000 gold pieces.
You don't have a satchel.
Fine. I will just dump out 1,000 gold pieces.
He just looks down at the money and then steps up onto the pile a little bit. And he pulls a little rock out of his pocket. Gestures for you to give him his hand.
I give him his hand.
Puts the rock in your hand. When everything is safe, I want you to break this in half.
But not right now? No? No, okay.
No. This is important.
Stash it.
He looks over at the captain, and the captain goes quiet. Gives him a little nod. Then Hawk looks up at you, says, "This is important. We're gonna fuck off. But we're going away. Far fucking away. If this is it, so be it. I'm gonna drink myself stupid somewhere dark. It'll be great. But if everything is okay again, you break that, and I get to come home again."
That sounds like a deal, but also I should probably tell you a promise. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. We got this.
Yeah. I really wish that were true. And he walks away.
So little faith? I'm gonna walk over and slap Jor on the back and be like, where to, Captain?
He's
Yeah,
doing
I'm gonna
that.
spin the wheel.
You get a smirk out of the captain. He's enjoying this whole thing.
Captain Jewelmouth. I'm sorry I renamed you because it's more appropriate now. Captain Burning Jewelmouth? Okay, Captain Mouth. Burning Mouth. Captain Burning Mouth, could we please leave? We gotta go to Elf.
August Morrows apparates onto the deck. He walks over. He brushes himself off a little bit. And he...
Completely ignoring his presence for a second, I'm going to look over at Jor and be like, is that as creepy to you as it is to me? Okay, just checking.
I'm not 100% sure that Tyrell's literate. So I'm going to go ahead and give this to Jor.
He's
Jor's...
a knight.
Jor's doing the big steering wheel thing and sees that the pilot's manual is out, and he puts another book on top of that book. Safe travels. Take this letter, and he puts it on top of the book for the Dwarven King, and take this letter, it's in a black envelope with a big red wax seal on it, to the Duke. If you need to get a hold of me, use the paper. I will be able to write back. There might be some interference. I don't know. I've never been to Baator. Good luck.
Thank you.
He's gonna take off.
Immediately after he bails, I'm gonna take the papers, the letters, and the book, and I'm gonna stash it in my pack. And then I'm gonna go find a place to sit down and read it. Except for the letters, I'm not gonna open them. That's against federal law. Yeah.
The book is a large brown leather-bound book, and it's titled in common, "The Rise and Fall of the Bloodless."
Right. I was gonna read it until we're at the dwarves.
Okay, you'll get through a fair chunk of that. Do you want me to take you through some of it, or do
We
you
can
want
do that
to just?
after. You
Okay.
can text it to me. Unless
Sure.
it's relevant for later.
No, it's well, I mean, it will be relevant, but yeah, August gave you the Reader's Digest version. There's a lot to that.
Okay, what was it called?
The Rise and Fall of the Bloodless.
Okay.
Or Demons for Dummies.
I mean, if it's gonna be relevant for the rest of the night here, then Cliff Notes, I guess. That way we could just keep going, you know? You don't have to slow everything down.
Yeah, no, I'll send you a little bio on the book.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Captain Burning Mouth walks over to Jor, and he points at some levers on the deck.
I'm gonna pull him.
You pull them. The ropes come away, and the ship starts lurching upwards. And it is moving backwards. He's pointing to more stuff.
While he's starting to point, I'm gonna grab my whetstones and I'm gonna sharpen a javelin in one short rest, and then my versatile axe.
Okay, you can do that. So you're gonna just be on the main upper deck while you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Aku, what about you?
I'm still trying to figure out heads or tails of the Flyer's manual.
Okay, you're reading a book. Yep, Tyrell?
I'm reading the Rise and Fall of the Bloodless until we get to the dwarves.
You guys are doing a book club thing. Are you gonna be on the upper deck, in the middle deck?
I'm just right on the upper deck, but as we take off, almost childlike, but because it's the first time I've ever seen Jor fly the ship, celebratory would be like, "Whee! We are flying!" And then back to the book.
Got it. Okay, he pulls the ship away, and the captain is coaching him through how to steer and where to go. He doesn't hit anything, miraculously, because he's being very cautious, and ends up steering the ship out and away. You're pointing the ship north. As you can see, the sun is starting to be mostly above you, so you're leaving around noon, and you are heading northeast, and just kind of coasting off. We can fast travel at this point. Vith's weapons will have been sharpened by his 2 short rests. Tyrell, you will have made it through a large portion of that book. Aku, you will have a pretty comfortable feel for the flight manual. You still need to study it quite a bit and need some practical experience, but you think you got a hang of this whole airship thing, especially with watching Jor. And Jor, you have less book experience, but a lot of practical hands-on experience, especially with this ship. You feel pretty comfortable that you can at least take off and steer it at this point. You arrive to a large set of mountains, and you go deeper and deeper into them. At this point, all roads and forests disappear, and the altitude is much, much higher. The air is a lot thinner, and it's a lot colder. You keep traveling deeper and deeper in. At this point, I don't think any of you have been this far in this direction before, so this is all uncharted territory to you. Nothing really looks familiar. This is a different direction than when you guys went straight north to go do that whole giant thing. So this is uncharted territory for you guys. You begin to descend between two large mountain peaks. There is a flat area before a large door, large enough that you figure maybe they could fly the ship through it, but the goblins instruct Jor to land the ship well beforehand. They pull up along lengthways with the door and settle down. The cargo bay door opens naturally with a pull of a lever that Jor does, and Hawk and Burning Mouth rejoin you on the main upper deck. Well, so, yeah.
Okay, well,
Cool,
you guys
cool.
take care of yourselves and get real drunk on us, and we will see you in a little while.
Okay.
I'm gonna pet Hawk's head.
Trust me, we will get you even more rich.
He leans into it a little bit.
I'm gonna jingle the captain's ears a little bit too.
He's feeling it.
I'm gonna shake my head as I walk off.
Captain Burning Mouth gives you a sad smile and gives you a little jingle.
Yeah,
I
I'm
leave.
gonna jingle his ears. Go find all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys all pull up into the main deck or the cargo bay, and you've got your horses. If I'm remembering correctly, you have a brown horse, a black horse, and Ull, right?
I got a black one. We got all.
I thought you had the Palomino KO.
Oh, right. There's a Palomino one.
Yeah, you had a Palomino, Jay.
No, I have a black. I got it wrote
Oh, you
down
want
here as
that?
a black horse.
Oh, okay. I thought we had a Palomino too.
I think
might.
we do.
I remember that. Okay, so do you guys have 3 horses? And Ull?
I think it's
think
3
so.
horses and all. That makes sense.
I think so at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black horse, brown horse, Palomino, and Ull.
Okay.
No, there's
so
only
you-
2 horses in all. I
Oh,
never
okay.
had a horse.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
I thought we stole that one knight's horse though. Like
Mhm,
later.
At the end.
Did we?
I thought so.
Yeah,
We
it
killed
sounds
him,
familiar.
and then we stole his horse, I thought. Because we wanted to get another one, so we would all have one.
Okay.
I would have swore that was what happened, but maybe not. It's been a while at this point.
Tural saddles up on the black horse, and there is now a brown horse and a Palomino horse.
I'll hop on the brown horse.
I'll get up on the Palomino.
Cool. You guys are all saddled up. Are you just gonna head towards the black gate?
Yeah, I'll just start riding off that direction.
Okay. The ship pulls away kind of quickly, almost like they're afraid to be here. The ground below you is flat stone that's been chiseled to be completely level. It's almost unnerving about how polished this is. You look up at a looming black gate that's got actually a tiny little gate set towards the center of it in the middle, almost like it comes out in tiers. Like you could open the big one, but you could also open the little one. And you walk up to the little black one, and it actually opens in front of you. And inside is a huge cavern. Huge. You're hit with a blast of warmth, and inside of the cavern is lit up by lava flow pouring from the ceilings over top of these tiered structures. It looked like rows and rows and rows of pyramids on top of each other, staggered about. And you're looking at what is a large dwarven city. There's no fanfare. You're just walking in along a stony path. I'm assuming you're going to continue in.
Yeah.
How far can we see?
The cavern itself is actually entirely lit up. The ambient light coming from the lava flows pouring in through the ceiling allow you to see pretty much to the end. It's almost as though the inside of the mountain itself has completely been hollowed out.
I'm gonna pull out my telescope and look all the way down the cavern.
Cool. In the distance, you see the buildings are built up and onto the insides of the volcano itself, and some kind of magic gate is creating the lava flow that's falling down. You can see that the lava flow itself is being pooled into different containers and is being used in some kind of mass smithing operation, almost like a colossal forge of some kind. The path
Great
itself,
forge.
a great forge. You scan the path ahead and see that it's, if you didn't deter to the left or right, that it's going to lead you to the main primary building in the center, which is the largest pyramid in the city.
Okay, cool. I'll just pocket my telescope and keep walking.
Okay. You do that. As you follow along the path, you enter the base of the pyramid. From the base of the pyramid, you see a couple of guards who are looking at you suspiciously. And then one of them walks up and just does this. It's a dwarven man in full plate.
I will mimic.
Me too.
Stay to their business.
Same.
We have come to talk to the king.
You think I'm just gonna let anyone do that?
I'll pull out the letter that's addressed to him and turn it so he can read the front of the letter.
He pulls the visor up off of his armor, and he reaches into his bag and pulls out a monocle. Proceed. He stands aside.
I'll carry on.
Your procession of horses continues on. He nods to another guard who nods to another guard, and you see a door open at the far end of the room. You follow another series of corridors, and eventually the rooms start getting more and more lavish, and now your horses are actually walking on carpet. There are murals on the walls and paintings, and the room is actually very plush and lavish. And the final series of doors enters on what's actually kind of a stark chamber. It's stone with large fire braziers on the left and right hand side, and there is a series of steps at the far end of the room that rise up. There's a hole in the ceiling above this, and light is pouring down onto a robed figure standing at the height of the stairs. They appear to be eyeing you. The person looks rather regal, and it's a large dwarven man wearing a big bejeweled golden crown, and he's just eyeballing you. There's nobody else in the room.
I'll just walk right up to the steps.
You are the horse.
I'll dismount the horse.
I'm gonna dismount too, and I'll follow.
And I'll leave the horse there, and then I'll walk right up to the bottom of the steps, holding the letter in front of me.
Everyone except Jor said they got off their horse. Jor, are you still on the horse?
I'm still on the horse.
Okay. You and the horses come up behind them, the three of them who are standing at the base of the stairs, and you hold up the letter. He looks like he's gonna... He looks like he's about to grab it, but then he goes like this and reaches out, and then a ghostly apparition of a hand extends from his hand and grabs the letter and pulls it back and then attaches to his hand.
I'm gonna look at Jor. What's his face look like right now?
Pretty stoic. Kind of like he's thinking about something else.
Okay, I'm gonna try and let on to just him and nobody else that I'm really freaked out by that.
I'm
But
standing
I'm not,
right
like-
behind you.
I'm like holding my cool, but I'm like, you know what I mean?
The dwarven king, presumably, cracks open the letter, and he takes a very long time to read the letter. And he looks up at you. And he looks down at the letter. He looks up at you. Then he
If
puts
you
the
are
letter at
having
his
trouble
side.
reading, I could probably have one of my friends here read it to you.
He looks at the letter. Fuck off!
Well, this was a wasted trip.
Fuck off!
I was promised 62 virgins.
He's not laughing.
Neither am I, but I'm dying inside. Apparently, you could take us to L. We need to get to this.
I don't have to do a fucking thing for you.
Things just got more complicated, guys. He is not wanting to cooperate.
I think this is one of August's schemes, is what I think.
You are most likely correct. He kind of coerced us into it, and we are just simple folk trying to live.
You're
on
gonna be martyrs.
I'm gonna walk back to the horse.
A booming voice rings out. You dare show your back to a king!
I'll turn around. And then I'll just start backing up like that. Is this Fetters?
Just be happy he did not pull down his pants first. Trust me, that is not a sight you want to see.
August sent you here to die.
Well,
I'm gonna send
technically,
you through the portal, and then you're gonna die, and he's gonna say I killed you, and then he's gonna send his army. He wants me money. That's what he wants. They all want me fucking money. Fuck off.
Did I get back to the horse yet?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna hide behind the horse and then drink the that deception and persuasion potion.
You do that. You get a +6 to your persuasion and deception.
Okay.
okay, so basically there is a chance that that is what he wants, but he did not tell us. We basically have to go and kill the Duke of Dis and have sex with his wife in order to kill some necromancer.
I'm gonna start walking back.
I'm gonna try and persuade him.
Joust.
You really need to rein in your fool.
I'm gonna kind of like jog up and then grab him by the scruff and kind of pull him out of the way.
He pulls you back
yes,
in a
very good,
slapstick fashion.
We are going to plan B, okay?
You're killing me, man.
I'm sorry.
He gestures to both of the lizard brothers. You may approach.
I'll nod and look over to Aku. Kind of motion
I'll
for
walk
him to
with you.
follow.
I'll walk up with you.
So, I know you don't want to, but it's for the greater goods of the kingdoms. And I'm gonna try to
Why
persuade
would
him.
I give a flying fuck about your kingdoms? +6. Okay. Wow. I don't think August could take me in a fight.
He's so small.
Fucking right, he's small.
And looks at you, it's big.
Well, technically, August is a human.
Shuts up! I'm just gonna give him a backhand.
Yeah, roll to slap him.
King!
What would that be?
It's just an unarmed
Strength.
strike. It's just a strength.
Okay. That.
Yeah, you just back his armor a little bit. You
I
make the text
flail
sound.
back. I flail backwards like he just hit me with the world's most strongest punch. He's One Punch Man, and I just got fucked up.
Roll performance.
All right. I'm good at this one, boys. That's perception. That's not the right same thing. Hold on.
That's not
There
the
we
right
go.
one.
I nailed that.
Listen, I'm not here to sell you much, but if you need a better fool, I've got about 3. And I'd probably give them to you if you let me keep this one.
You
We
should
like this
see
fool.
the other's tricks he does.
He takes that the wrong way.
Okay, for the last time, guys, I told you I'm not into dudes, but $20 is $20, you know.
A mouth's a mouth.
You know, it takes you 20,000 hours of building swords to become a blacksmith, but you suck one dick, and you know. That is a joke. I am sorry. I should not have said that in front of a king. I forgot they do not have the same sense of humor.
I'm gonna raise my hand again and then look over at the king.
From behind one of the braziers on the left-hand side, a figure comes out. He's got a velvet pillow. He's dressed all in red. It's another dwarven man. And he shuffles out very meekly with his head down and his eyes on the ground. And he shuffles up to the Lizard Brothers and to Jor. And he's holding out a pillow. And on top of the pillow is a key. It's made out of a metal you don't recognize.
I'm gonna sniff it.
It smells weird. Like a strange metallic taste that's sharp, like the scent of blood, but not quite.
I'm gonna stick my tongue out and just like touch the edge of it, see what it tastes like.
You get a gut feeling, like a profound sense of evil.
Okay. I'm gonna grab it and pocket it.
Take your key and go. This man will show you where to go. You're gonna go, and you're gonna stay gone.
Thanks you.
As soon
Don't
as
make
they're
me
done,
regret it.
as soon as they're done talking, I'm gonna approach the king again.
I'm gonna pull him back.
I'm
Okay,
gonna-
for walking away.
he's doing that walking on the spot thing as you're holding the back of his armor. The ground's pretty smooth.
I'm gonna try to like motion for the horses to come.
You do that. They approach you.
So I'm just,
Joe,
I'm
just
just
a
gonna
sec,
tell
Jo-
the.
Jor?
Okay, go ahead.
is there
Yeah,
anything
I'm
you want to
gonna-
do?
No, I'm gonna go with Vith.
Okay. You stayed on the horse the whole time, so Vith, you approach the horses, gather them. Tural, you're being held back by Aku.
Okay, so basically, I am in a funny mood today. Kinda woke up drunk, and let me ask you this: this man who coerced us, August, what kind of how you say chicken he has with you? No, beef. What kind of beef?
He asks a lot of favors, and I'm not entirely happy with how he became de facto leader of a whole coven full of witches and wizards and wicked folk.
Okay,
I'm gonna look around for a cow.
Hypothetically,
What?
He said beef. Where's
doing the
where's
same.
cows?
I'm gonna continue talking to the king. Hypothetically, let's say we go to L and we do not die. We come back. How would you like to see things different?
Are you some kind of turncloak?
No, I am a how you say opportunist, and as long as things are right with the god, they are right with me, and I do not like assholes. Contrary to what these two say, but
I'm just gonna like do that with my claw.
basically, if you have problem with him, we have a problem with him. You have done nothing untoward, as far as I know.
Roll persuasion.
All right, nailed it.
if you go through hell and come back,
We will. We.
come see me, and I'll tell you what to do about August Morrows. Go.
I'm still looking for the cow.
What is your name?
My name is Rakesh, of the city of Rakesh, in the town of Rakesh, under the fucking mountain of Rakesh.
Okay, I will call you Ricky, because I like you. We will be seeing you really soon,
Roll
Ricky.
your reaction.
Alright. What am I rolling?
You're gonna need a dexterity to dodge it. Yeah, you don't dodge it.
Aku's still holding them, right?
I am. I'm trying to look for the cow though, so I'm kind of bent over looking for him.
Terrell, you take 14 points of force damage. Calling a king Ricky landed you attacked by a spell. If you want to identify it, you can, but it just launched you backwards.
As I'm flying through the air, okay, bye. We will see you soon.
Since I was holding on to him, do I need to make a dex save too?
It seemed to only affect him. Kind of was
Bullshit.
wrenched out of your grasp.
This is rigged. No.
Perfect.
I'm gonna climb back on my horse.
You can do that. Aku?
What?
Same deal? Are you climbing on the horse?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold his reins out to him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm
Still
hop on
trying
my
to look
horse.
for the cow.
Okay. You've given up on the cow?
Yeah, I'll give up looking for the cow.
Sillies, humans.
The man with the velvet pillow simpers along and is waddling along in front of you, guiding you down another series of corridors. He leads you outside and onto a road that seems to be some kind of main road. No one is locking eyes with you, and there's not a lot of street traffic outside. But everything is gorgeous. Everything is crafted to an immaculate degree. Every stone is laid exactly concentric and aligned, and everything is perfect. As you approach the end of the road, it spirals down deeper and is kind of like a winding ramp that goes lower and lower and lower and lower until at the end, where you enter a large square room where there is a long distance in front of you before there is a great wall made out of steel or some kind of solid metal, and fixed inside of that is another gate.
I'm gonna pull out my telescope and see if it has a hole that might match the key I have.
Despite the intimidating fortifications of this door, you see a tiny aperture towards the center.
Excellent. I'm gonna start walking that way.
Okay. I'm assuming you're just gonna go ahead and put the key in the lock.
Yeah.
As we're walking down there, I was hoping to get this before fucking Jor got up, but as we're walking down there, I'll just kind of out loud say to everybody, including the little dwarf guy that's with us, did anybody notice that King Ricky seemed to be a little bit grumpy?
He's the king's.
He's also a little ethereal.
I saw that ghost hand. That was creepy. It scared the shit out of me. I figured.
I noticed.
I figured before we leave, might as well build up some goodwill, but I fear that maybe I have ruined it with, him not having a good sense of humor, about being called Ricky. Strange. What about you, little dwarf guy?
Not
He
that
looks up
everybody
at you.
likes nicknames.
Surprised to be addressed at all. And it just kind of...
Is King Ricky always that grumpy?
He just puts his head back down and he's just kind of hyperventilating.
I'm gonna pull out 3 gold pieces and hand it to him.
Ah, no.
Okay, well, you touched it last. They are yours. They are not mine.
No. He starts to simper away. He's like, there's the door. There's the door. And he fucks right off back up the ramp.
Give King Ricky our best. Damn.
There are 3 pieces of gold on the ground. Do you want to keep them in your inventory or just leave them there?
I'm gonna leave him.
Okay, deduct them
Fuck
from
it.
your inventory.
I'll pick him up.
Add 3 pieces of gold to your inventory.
Of course you would.
Um,
I'm an urchin. What do you expect?
True.
as you approach the gates,
I'm a spoiled rich kid.
each of you on a horse made out of flesh needs to roll animal handling.
Can I roll it for the ones that are near me?
You can explain how that would be a thing. Because right now you're just holding onto the reins, but if you're
Okay.
trying to soothe them all, you can.
I just, it's kind of in my background since I'm like a outlander. and
Oh, okay.
such.
So you're soothing the horses then.
Yeah.
You find them growing very timid as they approach this door. There's something unnerving about this space. They don't want to approach the door, but you're coercing them successfully towards it.
Did the dwarf follow us this far?
No, he fucked off up the ramp. After Jay
Okay.
tried to give him money, he freaked out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Taral, sorry, didn't mean to meta break.
I'm gonna actually climb off the horse and look at my horse straight in the face. His long face.
It's freaking out.
And I'm gonna just kind of grab him by the front and be like, okay, so basically I am going to let you go. We will come back from here, but I do not want you to die. So if you could go find a stable, make yourself at home, eat some we will see you later. Then I'm gonna kind of like turn him away from me and like kind of push him a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't want to leave your side at all.
That is sweet. I will name you Jester. Okay, Jester, let's go. Mounting Jester.
You mount Jester.
Onward.
Uh,
Do we want to springs the horses?
I tried to let Jester go. He did not want to, so
I guess I'm looking more to Aku.
Might as well.
Can
Bill's
always
the big
buy
boss.
them more later, or eat them.
I'm gonna lean down and say to Jester, I do not think he meant you. Do not worry. I will keep him away from you.
The
Plus,
horse
there's a
doesn't speak
really-
common.
Plus, there's a really funny practical joke. If
He
one of
speaks
them,
handling though.
if one of them should die, we're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop off and unlock that door.
You push the key into the aperture, and it pulls the key all the way into the door, and it like pulls it out of your hand and just
I'm gonna,
like,
I'm
sucks
gonna
it
let
in.
go.
It completes the surface of the door, and it pushes outwards towards you.
I'm gonna back out.
And inside, it's so black that it just eats the light that hits it. It's just a wall of pure nothing.
Like right into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast light on the end of my my polearm, my scythe, and offward.
I'm gonna mount my horse and motion for Aku to follow. Come,
sorry.
brother.
My glaive, not my scythe. Glaive. Cast light.
Leading the charge, Joradam disappears through the aperture, followed by Taral, Vith, and Aku, into nothing. You ride forward and continue through nothing. There's no light, and your horses just are almost pulled by sheer will through, until you're met with a curious sight. You enter into a large, spacious room. It reminds you of a place you visited in the desert once. It's filled with plush carpets and velvet drapes. It smells of sweet cinnamons. There's incense burning in the corner. There's lush pillows everywhere and vivid tapestries. And a series of couches centered in the room, the rooms that seem to stretch out in all directions with nothing. And in the middle of the couches is a figure with her arms spread out, sitting cross-legged, watching you enter.
Does it look familiar?
She does not look familiar. Nothing here looks familiar, but it's all very comforting and luxurious.
Do I feel in danger?
I don't know. Give me perception.
I'm gonna smell the room. Would that be nature?
You can try nature if that's what you're going for. Aku, something's off. You try to look at something really hard, and it kind of almost changes underneath your gaze. Like, it's not real. Or there's something kind of off about it, you know?
I'm
So
gonna
you're
get off
off.
my horse.
Okay, you do that. Vith, thank you. You rolled Arcana instead of Nature.
Yeah, because going into where we are, I knowingly wouldn't.
You are overwhelmed by a sense that everything surrounding you is a field of magic. It's
Okay.
like it. You know when you walk outside and it's humid out?
Yeah, it hits
It's
you like
that-
a wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dismount and pull out my shield and axe.
There's no need for that.
I'm not gonna like pull them out. I'm just gonna like pull them down.
Come, sit.
Do I recognize anything from, my teachings and blah 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 blah?
There's no discernible markings from anything. This just appears to be some kind of luxurious environment.
Okay.
As you approach, the woman on the couch to be dressed in dark clothes, just kind of a loose flowing dress. She has very, very pale white skin and black hair. Her eyes don't really look like they've got a color in them. They're just black. She's gesturing you to sit at the couches across from her.
So
gonna poke the
whose
couch.
are you?
See if the couch is real.
It feels real.
I'll slowly sit down on it.
It's really comfortable.
I'm gonna stay on all behind the couch.
Okay, you stay mounted. I am Vernita of the Greenlands. I am here as an emissary of the Archduchess.
Rolling history to see if that recalled anything for me.
Nope. Nothing has ever... You don't know anything about this place.
Upon hearing something about the Archduchess, I'm going to ask, do you mean the Archduchess of Stygia?
Stygia.
Stygia. Sorry, I wrote it down wrong on my notepad.
I'm here as a gift to you. I am here with an opportunity. We're not impressed. We're not excited. And we're not particularly happy. You're going to fuck everything up. Or you're going to try. And I will paint the walls of this room with your blood before that happens. So here's my offer. Turn around, go home, and everything will work out for you. Or don't.
That sounds like a pretty good deal, being completely honest. I am a fan of living, but I just have a small couple of questions. Okay, so question A. If you are, servant of the Archduchess, perhaps
Emissary.
you know... my apology. You know that she has what the humans say side bitch, a necromancer in our realm. They,
She has
you know.
a plan, a wonderful plan.
Okay, well, you know, I don't want to interfere. However, there was a small in the plan. Apparently, she did not clear this with her husband, and he cursed the necromancer who cannot die, and now he is just killing lots of people. While I do not particularly like killing, I would preferably like to stop the innocent people from being killed.
I have met many people, and not one of them was innocent.
Fair enough.
You're not doing a very good job at convincing me.
Did not know I was supposed to be convincing. I'm just laying the facts out.
I'm gonna elbow Vis. Basically telling him to start talking.
I'm gonna glare at Terral, expectingly that he'll shut the fuck up.
And speak up, son.
Your potion is still in effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward. Why don't you let us go by? I'm gonna try to persuade.
Not bad. I don't see what's on offer for me to do that, but I'm willing to hear you out.
We're not here to fucks anything up for you.
But I work for her. And if there's nothing in this for me besides her, I'll have to side with
Takes
her.
over. Who
Right.
else to run the place but you when it falls?
You're going to go to Stygia and kill the Archduchess and the Duke?
Maybes. I'm just gonna grin.
And then you're going to rewrite the laws of nature, and you're going to build mountains and carve out great oceans.
Yes. And I'm just gonna like loom over.
You know, I almost feel like you could do it. But my life is at stake. So unless
So's
you can
is
tell
mine.
me that your life's more valuable than my life, I have to side with my life.
I's immortal. Yous are not.
Oh, well, you've got a bent concept about mortality.
I'm gonna start sniffing around for steak.
There's no meat smell, it's all cinnamon.
I'm still trying to sniff out the steak.
Okay, you're up off the couch, or are you on all fours crawling around on the furniture?
On all fours, crawling around on the furniture.
Okay. Just getting a mental image out there. Jor, you're still on all in the back. And Terral is just behaving himself.
So basically, you want us to leave?
Yes.
I'm just
yes.
gonna glare over at him.
She reaches out and pushes like this, and you see a door frame apparate, and the doors open back towards the blackness, and then you just see another black gate there.
So what about our plan is bad for you?
We need the souls. He's bringing us the souls. If you kill him before he gets the souls, or make him in a position to become vulnerable before he gets the souls, then we don't get them. We don't get any power. We don't get to exact our plans. So, do you have any souls to give us?
I cannot speak for everybody, just myself. But no,
Can I have yours?
no.
What if I asked really, really nicely?
You would have to take that up with my patron. It is hers.
Oh, but I think you'd much rather talk to me. You're charmed.
Okay.
But you're aware that you're charmed. I think you should come over and sit with me instead. These guys seem a bit stuffy, don't you think?
They
Telling you
absolutely
what
are.
to do.
They're always telling you like, you should put this in your butt, and I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not into that. Very weird. Watch the ones with the tongues. They just. Ugh.
As you approach and sit next to her, she crosses her legs towards you and kind of like postures her body so that she's closer to you. She feels warm, like there's a wall of warmth coming from her, and that makes you happy, like really happy. You're stoked to be there.
I'm gonna walk over.
I'm gonna
And
pat my
slowly-
hand on her knee.
I'm gonna slowly place my axe in between them to try to separate it.
Oh,
Nose.
You're not gonna get that far.
I'm gonna kick him.
As you approach, she puts up her finger. Are you gonna keep walking?
How close am I guess?
You get about like 10 feet before she
Oh.
puts up her hand.
What?
Before she says anything, I'm gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
don't worry, I got this, and I'll stand up and punch him straight in the face.
I'm
Okay, you
gonna
have to
fly in
walk
a
up.
rage. As he gets up, I'm gonna fly in a rage. I'm tired of him.
Yep. As soon as he stands up to approach you, you fly into a barbarian's rage.
And I'm just gonna stand there with my shield and axe out.
Okay, you can do that. You feel incredibly light. Her hands reach out towards you. Her fingers curl and she pushes up like this. You, the table, the carpet, the furniture, and everything around you are now inside of a whirlwind. You're getting battered around by a bit of furniture.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up my shield with one and stick out my axe with the other.
Okay. You are properly enough defended that you're just kind of held on the spot up above the ground.
Okay.
But you're now centered on what was the ring of couches, suspended up in the air.
What's the conditions of my charmed, by the way?
Oh, you can make a wisdom saving throw to break it.
Okay.
Or try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
You shake your head a little bit, but you're like, nah, she smells so nice.
So, what are the conditions? I have to go along with her, but what amount of autonomy do I have?
Oh, she hasn't instructed you to do anything yet, so you see her as a positive, friendly force.
Gotcha.
You would take her word as kind of like a soft friend, just being like, yeah, this is a really nice guy. You know, when you meet someone for a first time
Yeah.
at a bar and you hit it off kind of thing?
Right.
Like any kind of dude that's telling a story or anyone that's got a lot of charisma. It's kind of like that, where you're like, yeah, man, I'm really feeling this.
How does that play versus the friends that I've been adventuring with for the last little while?
They're about on par.
Okay. With that then, I'll amend my punch to the face and give him a half-hearted punch to the face, make it look like I mean it to her.
He's up off the ground.
No. Never mind.
twirling.
I'll just sit back down.
Okay.
Am I twirling around on the couch that I was sniffing steak out for?
No, you're behind the couches, behind the whirlwind on the couches.
Oh, okay.
You see your brother up in the air, whipping around in circles.
I'm too entranced by the fact I'm trying to smell out steak.
Can I try to break
Great.
out of this?
Yes, you can. It's a strength saving throw.
Okay. And I am in a rage.
Yes, you are. You met the exact conditions of it.
Oh.
You throw your weight hard enough off to one side that you launch yourself sideways out of the whirlwind and land prone. She looks at you and then goes like this and moves the whirlwind right back over top of your body and picks you back up again.
Fuckers!
But now that you're off to one side, she has a clear line of sight on Jor, and she's going to try and charm Jor. Why don't you climb down off that horse? I don't think that's going to work on you.
What?
I'm going to give you a wisdom saving throw. Bitch is crazy. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. Jay, I didn't give you the opportunity to roll the first time because your best roll wouldn't have beat her 24.
I'm proficient in wisdom. I'm pretty sure I could have.
Oh, what's sorry, I didn't look exactly at your stats.
I would have met it, I think, actually. No, my best would have been 23. You're right.
Oh, okay. Jor, if you're watching the Twitch stream at all, do you want to look at the picture for a second?
Okay.
Tell me when you're watching.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, just for a moment, you see this face before it goes back to normal. And that makes you instantly not trust her, and you are now immune to her charms.
Alright.
Can I attempt to break out again?
Yes, you
I'm gonna
can.
use Sacred Flame on her.
She's gonna do a dex save. She tries to roll out of the way, but is hit in the side by your Sacred Flame, and the radiant damage spreads up her side. She's gonna take some damage. Holy crap. Okay, go. And minus 10 points. Okay. Let's do initiative after. Oh wait, Terrell, your saving throw. Okay, I see it. Okay, everybody, give me initiative. Can I please have a three-way tiebreaker?
Yeah, I got you right here.
Ah, fuck you.
I added +3 to mine, so I'm 19 now.
I'm 20.
Okay. It'll go with Aku.
No, no.
Oh, sorry, Aku Vith.
There you go.
Yeah, who do you think you are, Terrell?
Followed by Jor Thrall. And you don't get to see her roll. Okay, we'll give you guys the opportunity. Do you guys want to do one round of combat before we stop?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to pick up with Aku. Aku, you're crawling around on the furniture. Joradam, from horseback, just launched a Sacred Flame at the woman who was ducked somewhat out of the way.
What do I need to roll to get out of prone, or can I just get out of prone?
You can just get out of prone.
I'm
Takes
getting out of prone.
half your movement to stand up.
Okay. I'll use Hail of Thorns as my bonus action to begin with on her. If you need to read it again.
No, it's good.
Okay.
It just adds when she moves, right?
No, here.
Oh. Aha. Okay.
And then I'll use After Fire Longbow on her.
Let it fly. Using a regular arrow?
Yes.
Okay. That'll hit.
There's that. There wasn't anybody within 5 yards, right?
Terrell is within 5 yards.
He needs to make a dex saving throw, so does she.
Means you got sneak attack too, right?
Nope. I'm not an ally.
Oh,
Well, actually,
Right.
they're both my allies, so that's up to DM.
I don't think you're going to get a sneak attack on her.
That's fine.
Terrell is affected.
Yeah, hold on. They both take 8 points.
Okay.
And bonus attack, or extra attack, sorry, not bonus attack. Another After Fire.
Nice. Your shot is very well placed. Roll your damage. I guess it gets full damage on critical.
That's just
Okay.
double dice.
So click it twice.
No. you
It should
if you
calculate properly when you
click
click it.
on it, it'll tell you.
Okay, there we go.
Cool.
And I believe Hail of Thorns activates again.
I think it's only on the first.
I think it's only on the first.
Well, the next time you hit a creature.
Yeah, it just says the next time, not persistent.
Yeah.
Oh, it is concentration though.
Hmm.
DM, I believe. DM ruling.
Before this spell ends, spell.
I can look it up real quick.
Does it expend itself after it does damage? Or it just
No,
continues?
it's a concentration spell. It keeps going until I break the concentration, or 1 minute.
Okay, it
I-
says rules as written. Rules as intended. As it stands, Hail of Thorns affects each creature in its area, but doesn't affect any one creature more than once if its area overlaps.
Okay.
Okay. Get the
Okay.
one.
Link you the tweet if you want. But
And
That's
we'll
fine.
go to Vith. If you're not, sorry. Are you gonna move?
I'm twirling around, aren't
he's
Oh,
talking
not
about
you. Your brother.
I? Oh.
I'm just gonna kind of stay hunched slightly, using the couch as cover.
Okay. You can do that.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. Vith, you are in a whirlwind.
I'm gonna try to break out of it again.
You can do that. Give me a strength check. Or sorry, a strength save. Nice. You throw yourself out again.
No more. And I'm gonna how far away am I?
Pretty close. Within 10 feet.
Oh. Okay. I have my shield and axe out, so I'm just gonna close the distance and
1 second. Give me
Oh.
Constitution. You are freaking dizzy, man.
that is true. Save?
You're attempting to find her and trying to get up to her.
Okay.
You're in a rage and you're dizzy. So you wandered towards her and you think you're looking at her. Now go.
Shit. I'm just gonna try to put my other hand on her throat, I guess. No, because my shield's there. I'm gonna use my axe and try to like use the hilt of it and like put it against her throat.
You go to lean on her, get the mirror image of her, and lean a little bit and get steady while she was trying to get away and was burnt by the sacred flame. So roll to grapple her with your weapon.
What would that be?
It'd be I'll give you a strength check +1. You landed it. The length of your handle of your axe is long enough that you pulled it off anyways.
Versatile.
Versatile. She is pinned to the couch. The facade drops, and you can see that she is not any kind of regular person. She is
What do
some
I-
kind of devil of some
Okay.
kind. You can see that her pale skin is cracked and black ooze is running between it. She's got horns jutting out of the front of her face. She's giving you a pretty bad vibe.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, she's looking up at you. You
I have
got
her pinned though, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use my shield and I guess unarmed strike to just like pop her in the face.
You try and bash her?
Yeah.
Try and bash her. But you're holding your axe in front of her, or to hold her down, so you
And I'm gonna put my shield there and just pop her right in the face.
can try.
What,
Yeah.
is
It's a
that
strength-
unarmed?
It's a strength check to do unarmed strike.
Okay. Woohoo!
You hit her. Yeah. What's unarmed
What's-
strike for damage?
It's I think it's the same as my bite. It's 1d6 plus strength modifier.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right, I'll just do my bite then.
Okay. You do some damage. It will now be her turn. She reaches down through a slit in her dress and pulls out a scimitar, and she is going to try and swipe it at your face because you're right nice and close to her, holding her close like that. Let's see what she rolls for that. Sorry, I already scrolled up for her spells.
Brings it, demon. No way.
Okay. She makes 3 scimitar attacks, so she gets 2 more.
Nope. Nope.
Not bad. She's clanging off of your shield. Then she blinks, and the couch underneath her disappears. Also, Taral, the couch underneath you disappears, and you fall on your butt. Some of the furniture in the room disappears, and some of the furniture in the persisting whirlwind behind you also disappears. You notice that you're not in a room. There's a sky above you, and some of the building is starting to warp and fade. Something's wrong here. Very wrong here. We will go to Jor.
Can I see where she blinked to?
She didn't blink. She just fell through where the couch was. So he was holding her down, but now there was nothing behind her. So she kind of fell out of his grapple.
Alright, I will use a level 3 guiding bolt.
Nice. Okay.
Dude.
Not bad. You do some damage.
That's it.
Are you going to stay mounted as well?
Yep.
Okay. You notice that there's not carpet underneath your feet anymore, but it's actually sand. Like a blacky red sand that's thick. We will go to Taral. Taral, you just fell on your butt.
Do you want the wisdom save at the end of the turn, or?
You can make it at the beginning.
Alright.
Did him falling attribute to anything? Or contribute?
Contribute to what?
Well, he fell
to jar
off
it?
the...
No,
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
take any damage.
Okay.
So, result?
Nope.
Okay. I will cast Bless at first level. 3 teammates being the ones I'm blessing. And that's my turn.
Okay. You bless 3 creatures of your choice within range. Your teammates. Okay. That will be your turn for this round. With for this game, we will pick up next week with you guys fighting this unnamed, Vernida of the Greenlands, and in mid-combat. So we will see all the stream viewers next week, assuming that we don't postpone another 2 weeks.
Hopefully not. Technical issues could happen at any time, but yeah.
Oh my god, I just looked at that face. Whoa.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
lady.
that's an interesting one.
She got a couple horns coming out of her face.
Yeah, just a few.
Question about the effect that's happening on the house that we were in. You said it's warping and stuff. The thing I immediately pictured in my head was the scene from Silent Hill where she's in the bathroom and the shit starts peeling off the walls. It's kind of like that, or no?
Yes.
Nice.
It's like you have an image of what the room is like in your head, but all of a sudden nothing's right anymore, and the image itself starts to fall apart. It's shaken apart.
Cool.
Sweet.
Cool. So we all just did DMT. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Trippy.
L grade.
Sounds good.
Oh man. Okay. See you all next week.
See you, everybody.